big red lever.
Uh-huh.
The only red lever down there.
Do I pull it?
Pull it. But you have to hold it.
Okay. She does.
If you let go of the lever, the door's shut.
That's fine. I'm holding it.
Along with the major
She's
domo.
yelling into the comms to get out.
Is there another exit down there? Gina, get out of here.
Just get out.
Shay, let's go. Come on.
I'll find a way out. You go. Just go.
We have to go.
Yeah, Mott's right by, like, Mott is past the doors at this point. Like, he's in the hallway to leave, and he's like, Ragro, come on, Kaden, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
She's down there, that's her call. Let's get out of here.
You all sprint out the door.
She just pretty much says, like, make sure it was worth it.
So you
What does that
you
mean?
hear, make sure it was worth. Shay, did you get out? Shay, respond.
Oh, gosh.
Shay. You got out, right?
Shay, pick up.
Who are you guys? We're the seven-pointed star. Your time is over.
So as Keenan says your time is over, the other pike whispers something to the one that just asked who you were, and I need you three to roll a hard perception check with 2 setback.
Wow. Hard perception right out the gate. Come on.
Hard 2 setback because your ears are still a little bit ringing from the massive explosion that just happened behind you.
Okay. Okay, sure.
I got 6 success and I got 2 threat.
2 failures, 1 threat.
The only one that got advantage. Okay.
Okay, so all the threat can be strain. One strain per threat because you're still kind of reeling over whatever just happened to Shay. Ragro, your advantage is you can heal a strain. For Ragro, it's kind of like with everything, it's almost like your senses are kind of coming to in this moment. But Mott, you were able to overhear that the one pike's whispering to the other one, "This is the group, the one that took out the entire Red Fang." The other pike looks back at his fellow cohort and just a pale look dawns across his face before he takes a few steps back and begins to run away from the 3 of you.
He's got a grin, but there's this, like, there's a grin from recognition, but it doesn't reach the corners of his mouth, if that makes sense. He's happy to hear that, but he's still, there's a part of him that's like, well, you know, we got to get everyone out of here still, so.
How close are we to everything that just happened at the Hut Palace? Like, are we blocks away? Are we? Because I'm assuming
you're
there's
standing outside the
fire.
palace.
There's all kind of
Pretty much
chaos.
where you stood back up after getting like knocked forward, like 10, 15 feet. And as you actually look around the outer estate of Boro's palace, it's now littered with large scorched yellow stone from palace walls. The palace itself is a pile of rubble with smoke finding its way out from the cracks and the debris. Standing outside the palace are some of Boro's Twi'lek entertainers, the honored guests that had found Keenan swimming, some Gamorrean guards, and then the major domo talking with a bunch of the workers and guards trying to keep everyone calm, keep them organized. To little avail, everybody's a bit frazzled right now. However, there are 2 bounty hunters that approach the 3 of you, and one of them speaks up and says, "Okay, your payment's due. We helped you take care of those pikes."
I look to Keenan.
What was the agreed price?
Well, you said you'd pay double what our offer was, so that would be 20,000 owed each.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and pay them what you owe them? I say.
20,000 each? For what?
For helping you dispose of the pikes and the hut while we're at it.
Oh, hold on. I killed the hut.
Yeah.
Let's make matters clear. I shoved my hand in the hut's mouth. I blowed his head up, not you. I don't know what you did in that fight, buddy. I'm fine with you getting paid for whatever it was you did, but you can't claim that you killed no hut. Let everyone know here, it was Mott frickin' Serbo that killed that hut, not whoever you are.
Well, the price for the pikes and helping out with that, again, double what we were offered.
Well,
I'm sure you can find plenty in the wreckage.
And as I'm looking at it right now, double was you were getting paid about 5,000 each, so 10,000.
Make a daunting negotiation check, Keenan.
Okay.
And you may actually also you can add a boost die from Ragro standing there, and also
Well, I mean, he gets a boost die, or no, he gets a free advantage from
Because Loom?
from Loom.
Yep,
Nice.
Yeah.
from Loom.
I'll let what Ragro said be a boost die as well.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm
You
okay
get
with that.
advantage on success.
Boom.
Success, one advantage.
Beautiful.
The bounty hunter looks
Nice.
at they both of them look at each other, and they kind of do some weird like hand gestures to each other, like signaling. And one of them sighs. Fine, 10,000 credits each
10,000 credits each.
instead of 20,000.
I said 5,000 each, 10,000 total.
Yeah, we each got offered 5,000 for the pikes, and you said you'd pay us double.
Can I roll to remember? Because it's been so long ago.
Did they say
No,
out loud?
no, because I did go back and re-listen just to verify. So Keenan said, "Well, I will pay you double per." It was like per head, a pike head that they helped take care of, but they kind of helped take care of the whole fight. So
Did they shoot
I don't-
anyone?
I don't think they
yeah,
just
they
hit
did.
pikes.
One person.
no, they shot and killed people.
Did they? I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
Not saying
It
it
was
didn't
also a while
happen.
ago.
I just don't remember anything that happened. Okay.
Keenan is going to dip into one of his utility pouches, pull out 10,000 credits, and hand it over to him, and say, "When you finish the job, you'll get the other 10. Now get out of here."
I'll let that be the advantage, is that I won't make you roll for that. So
Okay.
he'll just kind of like, again, just kind of sigh, look over at the Wookiee who's standing there, probably very not nice expression on his face after everything that just happened. And you see them both start walking in the direction that the pikes went in. They're not running, they're too cool for that. So they walk menacingly in that direction.
We could just kill him. I say, like, to Keenan, kind of like in a hushed tone.
Yeah. And I kind of, it's like, that thought crossed my mind too.
Whatever.
Maybe if they show up
Word of mouth
demanding
is
the
good.
next 10. Anyways, by this time, Keenan's looking over at the crater that was
Mhm.
Palace.
Yeah. And again, it's just a big pile of rubble with some smoke like slowly rising from some of the cracks between the rocks and the stone.
There's no way, huh? There's no way.
Wait, no, what?
I think at some point Ragro would probably like silently just walk over and start trying to like start moving the rubble out of the way.
And you'd get over there, and there's some like smaller pieces, even medium pieces that you're able to kind of push up and push out of the way. But you eventually get to some pretty massive pieces of stone that it'll be literally impossible.
I'm gonna like
Just
go
say-
up behind you. Then I'm gonna go behind Ragro. I'm like, hey, yeah, buddy, I don't mean to like dour your mood or nothing, but like, maybe look around the side of the building. Huh? Maybe like there's like something else happened.
And about this time, you actually hear a chirp in from a comm link from Gina, and she's actually like, she just lets you know that I've scouted the perimeter. I don't see any other ways in. Like I'm looking, there's no hidden trap doors to get down.
Yeah, I mean, by the time Ragro gets to like the heavy stuff that he can't move, there's probably like a moment of him just like solemnly staring at it and like sitting there for a while quietly, unable to, come to terms with his inability to solve a problem with his strength.
And I'm imagining like if it could rain on Coruscant, it would be raining, but it can't. So it's just I'm just imagining Ragro like on his knees in the rubble, kind of smoke billowing around him, and just the raw emotion on his face.
A horrible day for rain.
Yeah, as the screen will fade to black. Welcome to episode 21 of Dark Underworld. We are so glad you're here to join us. This episode was powered by RPGsessions.com. You can put that link up in your browser above or use the link down in the description below. Also, huge thanks to our Patreon members, especially our council members, Ace Atchman, Nathan Gervais, Logan Williams, JDanger87, Brian Douglas. You guys are super helpful and help us with some of the ongoing costs and make running an actual play like this super stress-free. Thank you so much from the bottom of all of our hearts. Obligation, we don't do obligation for the first sessions of acts, as you guys are this is act 3. You guys are here and you guys know how it works. However, players, I do need you to roll destiny tokens.
I'm not liking
I like this a lot.
No.
Whoa.
So at the end of last session, I believe I gave everybody 40 XP. For our XP spent summary, Keenan bought fearsome reputation, intimidating, a scathing tirade, and ranks 1 and 2 of coercion. Mott bought perceptions rank 2 and 3 and ranged light rank 5, and Ragra bought 2 talents for 25 each, fearsome and black market contacts.
That's gonna come in handy.
Yeah,
So helpful. I love that one. It's my favorite.
it has been 3 days since Shay's noble sacrifice. Despite the grief of losing a friend, you all and the people of floor 1350 carry themselves with a quiet sense of hope. Whispers of the 7-pointed star have spread, tales of those who brought down the Red Fang, who toppled Burrow the Hutt, and who stood against the criminals that preyed on them. These stories might have painted you as invincible if not for the one who gave her life so the rest could live. To honor her sacrifice, Kurtiv's mom, Daria, organized a memorial at the park, which has recently been marked safe enough to reopen now that the Red Fang is gone. Hundreds gather, listening as voices rise from the crowd to share their gratitude for Shay, a protector, a friend, hero. On the stage, Kurtiv's mother steps forward, and she recalls how Shay helped rescue her son from the Red Fang when no one else would, along with her companions. When everyone else turned their back, she says, the 7-pointed star did not. And she gives a kind look at Keenan, who is standing next to Mott, Ragro, and Gina at the front of the side. And she looks at the 4 of you and says, "Thank you." One by one, you hear stories from all those you saved from the Red Fang. While that is happening, Seskar and Kashan make their way up where you are standing. Kashan has clearly been mourning her daughter, and the 2 of them stand next to the 4 of you facing the stage. But right as soon as this happens, Daria looks at Keenan and gestures for him if he wants to speak in the microphone.
Yeah. Keenan straightens up his jacket, his nice diplomatic robes, and walks up to the mic.
As Keenan steps forward, Ragro, you spot a large something or someone standing in the shadows behind the stage in the alleyway. You have a weird feeling about it, as there's no security, really. This is just a bunch of people gathered in a park. But you just kind of get this weird feeling that it's something that you might need to check out.
He kind of looks around, sees that everyone else is occupied and not wanting to bother them.
Enthralled in Keenan's speech, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Everyone enthralled by
He's going to
wonderful
sneak off.
words of Keenan.
The Wookiee's going to sneak.
Yes, the Wookiee sneaks off.
So Keenan, while he's walking, do you want to give a speech? Speech.
Oh,
No pressure.
I'm about as good as impromptu speeches as Noah is, so
We can pretend it was a rousing speech.
yeah, no, I would say he would get up there, and there's a very still kind of dourness to his countenance. There's a bit of anger that is kind of rising a little bit, as he's talking about not only the loss of Shay and the sacrifice that she made for us and for so many other people around us, but the determination that there will not be anything else that's going to impede the people on this level, and the 7-pointed star is moving forward to ensure that those types of individuals, those types of organizations will not have power anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll kind of have this speech, talking all about like that.
Moms for Keenan.
Mom's for kids.
There's a sign. Someone in the back's got moms for Keenan in the back.
Hashtag mom for Keenan. So, Ragro, you kind of step behind the stage, and it's actually not very well lit back here. All the lights seem to be pointing to the front of this stage area, and out from the shadows steps a large silhouette. Chris, would you like to describe your character for us?
Certainly. Well, with an unmistakable form that Ragro probably recognizes. A Wookiee with impeccably coiffed fur. No armor, but inexplicably dressed very fashionably, but also very hip, very much in the style of somebody who's desperately trying to affect being a HoloNet star or is a HoloNet star, as well as a very suave hat, very unusual to see on a Wookiee, as well as glasses that don't actually have any lenses in them, just fashion frames, if that makes sense. And also carries a, you might call it a walking stick, but it's sized for a Wookiee, but it's almost like a microphone on a boom stand, heavily bedazzled. If you can imagine a part Freddie Mercury's bottomless mic stand that he would use on stage, and a bit of Ruby Rod's microphone from The Fifth Element, if you've seen that.
I'm loving this.
But yeah, Ragro, you would recognize a face.
If anything, just that. The microphone, probably.
Yeah, just the microphone's probably enough to recognize your old acquaintance, Tupaka.
That's a.
I'm imagining that like Tupaka like kind of takes a few steps forward, and there's like a ray of light that's like shining through a crack on the back of the stage, and it just like illuminates just Tupaka's face.
Yeah. Almost immediately after recognizing him, Ragro would definitely like immediately like shove him up against a wall and be like, "What are you doing here?"
Like, I mean, these are Wookiees, so Tupac is not going to take that lightly. He's going to very briefly and instinctually kind of, shove off as, kind of buck against you a bit, but then very quickly sort of relax and sort of put his hands up and say, "We need to talk."
What could we possibly have to talk about after everything?
I don't want to talk about it here, okay? But a lot has changed. You were right. I was wrong. Things are going down. They're going down hard. You're in danger.
At the "you were right, I was wrong," he kind of like almost has like a confused look on his face and like loosens up before like catching himself and like shoving you back up against the wall again. Like, how do I know I can trust you? This has him all over this.
Well, I'd like to make a charm check. So I imagine it would be opposed. I mean, so like what?
Yes, it would be an opposed charm check.
Oh yes.
What would you want to oppose it with in this instance, Nate?
Noah's
brain.
brawn.
Noah's brawn, yeah.
Yeah.
Is the rules as written one discipline or vigilance? I can't remember.
I believe it's discipline, if I remember correctly.
I think that sounds right. I think discipline. I was leaning towards discipline, so good. Yes, we'll say discipline.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that would just be
so four purple. Okay.
Yeah, 4 purple.
You know what? I'll give I'm gonna give Tupaka 2 boost die.
For just being so beautiful.
I'd like to give him one as
Also,
well.
Lacey and
Me too. It's a great name.
Chris, you may both roll your destiny tokens now.
Oh yes. I've got my pool lined up. Let me roll that, then I'll hit my destiny token.
Another dark side. Okay, so I didn't call out the results earlier because of more rolls incoming.
Let's see if I can roll. Let me see if it'll let me.
It's 1 light side and 5 dark side. I am a very happy GM right now.
I expected us to come in and turn the tides and help. Nope.
Oh, look at that.
You rolled 1 success, 1 advantage, and 1 triumph. So,
Why am I not seeing this?
I will say, Ragro, he does convince you
Try refresh.
that he is telling the truth, or you were convinced he's telling the truth. But Tupaka, what do you want your advantage and triumph to be?
Honestly, narratively, with an advantage, I think he manages to keep his clothing unwrinkled. narratively. And I mean, at this point I've succeeded, so I think, Ragro might believe me. But with my triumph, to avoid an exposition, maybe one of the other party members could glimpse this exchange.
Yeah, sure. Actually, I can do that. So I'm
And
gonna
also
say that,
see my sincerity, or if you want to go crazy, like maybe like there's a loose mic wire or something, or like the whole audience can hear everything. I don't know.
yeah.
Keenan's thing just shorts out, and suddenly you hear.
Which way do you guys want to go? Do you guys want to go like party members stumble upon him, or do you want to go upon the microphone thing? I'm good either way. Whatever you guys want to do.
So I think I have an idea for the triumph then. With some of these ideas, if it's okay. Maybe I could introduce some new narrative, some heavy narrative, Nate, if you'll let me.
Go for it.
Ragro, I have news of Lura, your mate.
At that, he definitely will be even more like confused and concerned, because like it's pretty clear that he hasn't really had any news about it, right? And so like this being the first he's heard about it in as long as he's been on Coruscant, he kind of like shoves off you one last time and like turns around and kind of like, is like scratching his head and like pacing a little bit. What do you mean?
Two things. First, she was a backup singer on my last album, and I pull out a data stick and I kind of press it into his paw, and I'm like,
Oh.
I'm like, she was phenomenal. But that's not important right now. What's important is, look, so much has happened. You know that Gazor, myself, and a few others were exiled. You know that, right?
I haven't heard anything about what happened after I...
Look, this isn't the place. We need to go find somewhere to talk privately. But Lura's in trouble, and none of us know where she is.
About this time, you both hear Daria on the microphone thanking everybody for coming out, thanking the 7-pointed star for saving their community, and for saving this floor. Eventually, like moments, like I'm imagining all that's happening like while this conversation is going on, and I'm gonna say, I'll say Gina will be the first person to notice where Ragor went and stumble in on the conversation.
Didn't know you had another Wookiee friend.
I'm sorry.
He's not my friend.
No autographs, please. No autographs, please. I'm trying to have a conversation.
It's okay. It's been a long time, but we'll meet up. Meet me, and he hesitates for a second, looks at Gina, and then like gives him.
There's the light knife up the street.
Yeah, it was clear that he was about to send him to the hideout, and they're like, no, that's not a good idea.
She picked up on that.
Yeah. So the light knife. Yeah. Meet me there later.
Sounds like a plan.
As they're walking away, she looks at him and goes, "Why did he think I wanted his autograph?"
Hello, rare word from post-production Nate. We realized after we finished this episode that I never properly introduced Chris. So, this episode we are joined by a very special guest, GM Chris from the Order 66 podcast. He was, again, special guesting onto our actual play. We are super excited to have him and excited for you guys to watch. If you want to know more about Order 66, there's some links down in the description below, but they are pretty much the biggest Star Wars RPG podcast. Even if they're not super active in the past few years, they have a massive back catalog that is invaluable if you're looking to be a better Star Wars RPG player. Go check them out. Again, links down in the description below. A huge thanks to GM Chris for joining us. Let's get back to the episode. At this point, you guys walk up to Mott and Keenan standing in front of the stage.
I would have been nice. I would have just liked to have been able to say something.
I know. I got a little carried away there. I understood there was a moment there, but I was looking down too, and they were kind of wanting me to wrap up. So that's
next time though.
Next time you can lead it.
Say to these people.
Hi.
You can.
They were probably afraid of what you'd say in front of the children.
Well, they need to hear it too.
All the signs, though, right? The signs. I had to.
Oh, the mom signs?
Yeah.
Those are interesting.
I don't know, Mott. I don't know. I don't know if I can ever get over this.
You did great. What do you mean get over it? You did great, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not
went up there,
talking about the speech. I'm not
Oh,
talking about the speech.
yeah. Well, happens, right?
Right. So were we going somewhere?
Yes.
I don't have any plans right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of famished, so I'm good to go grab food if people are hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, we can
Yeah,
do that.
during this time, it's you guys can also probably tell that like something is eating at Ragro, because he's like not, like he's quiet, but he's not, the usual quiet. But it's like it's very clear that his mind is elsewhere.
Yeah. Okay. So from here, you all migrate to a secondary location. You say you're going for food, or are you going to the hideout, the headquarters?
I like the food idea.
Like a diner, maybe like a retro '50s diner in like Coruscant. I don't know.
Like Dex's Diner?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So you remember that you've spotted around the corner from here a small little diner that goes by the name of
Retro
Spotlight.
Diner.
the Spotlight Diner.
Spotlight Diner.
It's
Okay.
right next to the nightlife.
Yeah.
Retro
It
Rhino.
is next to the nightlife, and I don't know if you get a specific time to meet Tupaka, but we'll say that like it was in just like a few hours now. So it'll be like after the diner, we'll do the nightlife thing.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. I think that works.
The four of you sit down in a booth. You tap on this little automated screen that has some like cracks and chips in it. And it kind of is just really frustrating. You have to kind of tap a couple times for it, like input to get your inputs to go in. But eventually you get your food brought in, and you sit at this booth together waiting for your food.
How long has it been since
3 days.
3 days? Okay. Go ahead. What were you going to say, Joe?
On the upper levels, they have people that you talk to, or droids. None of this handheld nonsense.
We're not rich enough to go to places like that.
Yeah, not yet. So I don't want to be the one to say this, but nobody else is gonna say it. It's 3 days. I think we all know she ain't coming back.
You could phrase that a little more politely, Mott.
Okay.
That's right.
I think we all know she's probably down there still. That's all I'm trying to say.
Are you saying you want to go down there, or are you just saying you assume she's not coming back?
I'm just trying to figure out what the next step is. We've taken 3 days. Our name has been getting out there this whole time. I've been listening to the ground, right? People know. They know what the 7-pointed star is at this point. They know we've taken down a hut. They know we've taken down the Red Fang. We gotta keep the ball rolling.
What was the last thing she said?
I look at Keenan.
Just told us to get out.
She said make it worth it.
So?
I mean, that's her telling us to move forward. I say that like I'm... You guys, she told you guys to make it worth it. She said to move forward.
You're here, Gina. Don't worry. You're part of this. You're part of it. You are just, if you want to be, you're just as much a part of this as anyone else is.
I mean, I'd like to be more active than I've been. I only get to help on big things.
Yeah, well, you had a brain problem, so I just didn't want you to get hurt. No,
my brain is fine now. Yeah. Stop babying me.
You're doing. We're keeping an eye on you. That's all. I just don't want you to get hurt again. That's.
Gina, we appreciate you being here. I know that it's been hard to maybe come to grips with this whole new setup and possibly losing Shay. I just think back to what happened when she wanted to stay and defuse a bomb, and I wouldn't let her. I figured, okay, fine, you can do it this time. And it just didn't end up right.
I mean, an alternate perspective is because she did that, we all made it out, so,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not saying I'm not mourning her. I'm just saying I don't think she'd probably want us to sit around do nothing, for another 3 days. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say.
Right.
No,
Well, I'll tell you this. Now that our name is getting out, now that we've made some enemies, have we considered who might be targeting us now?
And as you that, there is a little like chirp, 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 coming from Keenan's pocket. And you reach in and you feel a comm that is not your comm. And as you answer, it's one Seskar Sablak. Sorry, I went dark there for a little bit. I had some problems come up. However, I am gathering a small strike team to go take on that bike factory in 2 days, and I would like your assistance with it. So get yourselves ready and meet me on floor 1000 at 0600 in 2 days from now.
Taking on the whole factory, huh? How many others you got with you? Are you planning on bringing?
A small strike team of 4. Myself, Kashan, and the 4 of you. Feel free to bring any help.
Can we hear the comm link?
Yes.
Strike team of 4, himself and shit. That's 1, 2. Oh. Yeah, I guess without Shay, that is. No, hold on. 1, 2, 3. That's 5 people.
I think he meant additionally.
Oh.
Also, I'm coming.
I look at everybody and just kind of say, like, this is the next.
Yeah,
This
I
will
mean,
make
you
it
know,
worth it. You in?
Yeah.
Are we in?
He still seems a little distracted, but is like kind of like half-heartedly agreeing.
we got to keep the ball rolling, Ragro. We got to keep it rolling. And Gina,
She said make it worth it. That says to me she wanted you to keep going.
Okay, Sawblock, count us in. We'll see you on floor 1000 in 2 days. Just be mindful. There was a Rancor down there, so just be careful.
You mean besides the dead one?
Well, if there's one, who's to say there's not another? But you know,
Noted.
we've got a Wookiee, so
Sounds good. Well, I'll see you then. And he clicks the comm link.
how did that?
By
get
this
in
time,
my
your
pocket?
food's been brought out to you guys, and you guys have been eating stuff.
Also, I will note, Ragro did not order anything.
Keenan,
Right,
Keenan,
you didn't get anything. Sorry, I keep talking over you today. I'm so sorry.
sorry.
Ragro, you didn't get anything.
Not hungry.
Keenan puts the comm link on the table and slides it over to Gina. Says, Shay, maybe take a look at this. See if
That-
I don't know. Is there a tracer on that?
Hey, Keenan, buddy,
Oh,
that's Gina.
sorry, Gina.
I can still try to help out. I
I apologize.
know a little bit about a little bit. Do you want me to check? I think I have. Hold
Yeah,
on.
it
And she like, pulls out the
This
bag
isn't
that's on her
mine.
back, and she has tools.
somehow got into my pocket.
I can see if it has a trace on it, or I can try to.
And Nate, is that what you were implying? This is not mine. This is someone else's.
It doesn't belong to any of y'all's. Y'all have never seen
Yeah.
this comm link before.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Seska probably slipped it in your pocket at the event and then dipped.
I can actually try to trace it.
You can. Yeah, I'll say like when you get back to the workshop, you can do that.
That's fine.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You sure you don't want anything, Ragro? Like, I didn't get a lot, but you can have some of what I got.
It's also, you know, it kind of, Ragro is trying to like keep an eye on the time as well, and then like kind of like almost very abruptly just gets up and says, I have to be somewhere. I have to, and he just like squeezes his way and like passes through and walks out of the diner without really saying much after that.
Were you sitting like
Hey,
all the edge on the booth, like next to the window?
I imagined that he was like on the inside and had to like squeeze or like step over somebody. Yeah.
was that weird to anyone else?
Yeah.
It's
what's up
fine.
with Ragro?
Just let him be. I think he ran into someone he knew earlier.
What do you mean he ran into someone he knew? He doesn't know anyone.
I don't know. It seemed like he knew the person he ran into, and so yeah. He'll be around. It's fine. He can take care of himself.
Well, I don't know. It's not good that we all are. If we ever travel alone, we should have some kind of backup.
I know where he is if we need to find him.
I don't mean to be rude, but you know, where is he?
I'm not gonna tell people secrets. That's rude. I just accidentally stepped in on a conversation I wasn't supposed to, and I now know where he is. But that's a good thing because it keeps him safe. If we can't find him, we know where to find him. But he should be fine. He's a big tough guy. He can handle himself.
Gina, for 2 months now, I've known the guy, and he hasn't said anything about anyone. He doesn't know anyone. He's not from Coruscant. There's nobody here he knows.
I don't know.
Was it somebody like who looked like he was in a gang? Like,
It was a Wookiee.
oh yeah, well I guess all
Another
Wookiees
Wookiee.
do know each other. So sure, that's fine.
I don't think that's how that works.
That was my point. I'm just trying to say, you know,
I say just give him some space. If he wants to tell us about it, he'll tell us about it. It's not like we could subtly follow him anyways. You're not the most subtle creature.
you know.
I would say about this time, like finishing up the food, maybe head outside, and
Keenan pockets a spoon.
Yeah.
It's shiny.
Yeah. And you hear a loud noise coming from the light knife next door.
Like
Oh,
abnormally loud.
Like music loud,
Out of
which
the ordinary
isn't
for like
necessarily unusual for there to be loud music coming out of this place, considering you've heard like super loud, ravey dubstep music. You've heard a heavy metal band playing screamo with double kick and all that stuff. But this sound you hear is
slam poetry and rap in Shriwook, and very hard to hear in the distance, but you hear after like bars being spit, you hear a very large crowd like clapping and screaming and cheering in unison.
Oh, that might be why he asked. He thought I wanted an autograph.
I didn't know they
You
had
asked
street
first.
walk singing performance.
And Keenan's just is like, what is going on? And he starts walking closer to the light
Yeah,
knife.
maybe we should go check on him. It's fine.
Go check
And
it
she
out.
follows in.
Wait, hold on. No, wait. What do you mean? Go check it out? Like, oh, sure.
Come on,
This we
come on.
want to check out.
So as the four of you walk into the light knife, you see, I'm gonna say Tupaka is up there signing autographs. And you walk in towards the end of it. He signs some autographs and he starts to walk off stage, and there's a band up there, and instead of playing like really loud obnoxious music like it normally does, it's actually playing smooth jazz. And I'll say that you lock the four of you lock eyes, and Tupaka locks eyes with you guys. You notice each other from across the club.
Do any of us recognize him as any kind of famous HoloNet star?
I mean, I don't think
You-
Gina or Mott would even have a
I feel
clue.
like he has like a more niche following than he's letting on.
He's like,
Yeah.
he's the equivalent of like a cult classic movie, but for slam poet.
Yeah. I mean, like out of character, Tupaka's obligation is an obsession with becoming a famous celebrity, like a HoloNet star. Okay, he's on his way. Okay, you're trying to be at the very least, but he locks eyes with you, Ragro coming in, and he signs a few more autographs. There's one to a Rhodian teenager, another to actually looks like another Wookiee, probably an adolescent. And he says, yeah, you keep up the good fight. Remember, there ain't no encore shows here. Tupaka leaves fast, but my legend gonna grow. Underworld's dirty, these credits are fake. Bury your rivals. That's the art you make. So,
Ragro is
signs autographs and
not. Yeah, he's very like impatient looking, right? Just like very clearly like upset with the whole situation that he has to wait for you to finish with everything.
That was the Wookiee, by the way, if you were wondering. She's explaining to the other guys.
Oh,
Oh, he knows somebody who. I understand why he never brought it up.
I don't know. Look, he's got a following or something here.
Of course, that's what Keenan focuses on.
Keenan admires the work he put in just to get followers.
Yeah, it's like, wow, that's like a
I
good
gotta take some notes.
30, 40, wow.
It's more than just moms.
I wonder if I could pick up something.
I've never heard you sing. Are you any good at singing?
I think I had a choir lesson back when I was in. No, I'm not the most wonderful, but
And I don't know if this would work for you.
What does a quiet lesson have to do with singing?
I feel like
What do you
like
think a choir is?
at a certain point, Ragro, like, even though there's still a line of people waiting to like get autographs, like he'll just like come up and interrupt, like walk straight past everyone and say, "You said we needed to talk, so let's talk."
Sure.
Does Ragro know we're behind him?
He probably doesn't.
I don't think we'd split the crowd as he did.
Yeah.
But,
It's true.
I imagine though that like Nate, I'm thinking Tupaka would like nod to whoever the primary bartender is on duty and like say, that's all for now. I might do another set later. Everybody, go enjoy some drinks. And make some pleasantries and kind of make his way towards a corner booth or table, maybe where there's might be some privacy?
Yeah, sure. And again, it's smooth jazz playing now. So instead of every other time the y'all have been in this, it's been unbearably loud music and you can't hear anything. But because of it being slam poetry night, there's now like some smooth jazz being played from the stage. So you can actually have conversations in here now.
And I look over Ragro's shoulder and I'm like, is this your new clan?
Are we that close to him? I feel like he did get in here a little bit like a little bit earlier than we did, right? Like he left the bar or the diner.
I figured y'all were all together.
Okay.
I mean, I was assuming that we were still split up at this point, but
Okay,
thought we were
that's fine. We can still be split up then.
yeah.
All right, I guess I misunderstood.
I figured they'd be like at the back, like just like at the entrance of the
Yeah.
facility.
Yeah, that works.
But,
Yeah, we can do that.
I was trying to give you a way to bring the party together, but if you don't,
I mean, that's also fair. Yeah. He'll kind of like look over his shoulder, and I guess you could call it that. I found people who have a shared understanding, more so than I thought others would have followed. More, I thought more would have followed suit.
I don't think most saw what you did. He goes, but look, we need to talk. You're in danger, first of all. I'm not sure if you know this, but I've been exiled, the same as you. But not just me. So did Grozor, and 2 of his top lieutenants. Not half a cycle after you left.
Why? That doesn't make any sense.
Look, I didn't see, and, well, none of us did, how crazy Grozor is, and to be perfectly honest, I thought he was my ticket up, my ticket out. So I hyped him. Consequently, I went with him. But it doesn't matter. Look, he just got worse. After the almost coup, things got bad. Really bad, Ragro. He started becoming spiteful, strange. Moreover, he started working with the Empire. Anyone who dissented got sold off as a slave. Ragro, I'm sorry, that includes Lura.
And at hearing that, he like the people in the back would hear a like slam of his fists on the table, and he just stays silent.
Nope, that's our cue.
Oh,
Keenan
yep.
starts to move closer.
Yep.
Look, the 4 of us who got exiled, we're still been together. You know, a Wookiee without a clan isn't really a Wookiee at all. But I see him for what he is, but you've got to understand first and foremost that you're in danger. The reason I knew about you is because we saw a bounty come up from the Pikes. It wasn't mentioned by name, but it was about a Wookiee with a red axe. Grozor knew immediately that it was you. He blames you. He blames you for starting it all. Starting the descent and his eventual exile. So, he's looking for you. He's coming for you.
I am going to wring his neck to make him pay for all of the atrocities he committed. I hope he finds us.
I might write a song about that. But listen, there's more. And I knew I had to slip away to find you. I found out through one of my contacts here on Coruscant. None of us knew what happened to Lura after she got sold to the Empire. One of my contacts says that she's here. On Coruscant.
Excuse me, move out of the way. Excuse us, we gotta go up to the Wookiees. Pardon me. No, I'm not a fan. I know that one. Out of the way. Like, the rest of us kind of like show up.
Yeah.
Ragro, everything okay here?
You sounded angry.
Everyone, this is Tupaka.
Yo.
He,
I still don't want an autograph.
I know him from before I came to Coruscant.
Oh, so you do know other Wookiees?
We don't have a very good history, but if what you're saying is true, I really wanted to say you will have earned my trust. But
Dude, out of character, I don't even think Tupaka would expect that. Not yet. Like,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. No, I but like that's the only thing that's coming to my head is the meme.
Yeah.
If what you're saying is true, then I might not kill you after this.
That's
Didn't know we were going to have a fight.
good, Ragro. Not killing a fellow Wookiee.
I'm just
Well, I
gonna
mean, you
grab
deserve
one of
it.
my frag grenades. I'm ready.
Look, if you want to have it out after this, I wouldn't blame you, but I'm trying to get my honor back. Part of that meant finding you. First of all, you've got to steer clear of Grozor. Look, I know you want to wring his neck, but his 2 lieutenants that came with him, they're as crazy as he is. I swear, he's 1 drink, maybe 2 drinks away from being a mad claw. I'm not making it up. He's lost it. Completely. He's unhinged.
Does this man know we just took on a hut?
Grozor?
Because I'm not afraid of a Wookiee.
Who's this Grozor, Ragro?
Yeah, what's
Honor?
he talking about?
He apparently used to lead my clan back on Kashyyyk.
He was like your political leader?
Of sorts.
Some of you
But-
might remember from
Jeez.
his vision in episode 4 that he would have said Grozor's name.
That's what we,
Dude, I'm
that's
so
what we
mad right
called
now.
Him. We called him
I'm
Grozor
so
for that.
mad that this happens after I'm not Shay anymore. Because she has his whole backstory. And she could jump in and be like, what?
You know as much as we do, Gina.
Yeah, I know nothing. What are you talking
Uh-huh.
about? I don't
Yeah.
I don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
the flash. I wasn't there for
That's
the
the
flashback.
best kind of retconning is fixing
I don't
them,
know anything.
right? Ragro would have said he was a tyrant, and I was the only one who was willing to stand up against him.
And
Basically.
Tupaka is here bringing you what news about him?
Uncharacteristically, Tupac is going to shut his mouth. Because from
Yeah.
Honor's perspective, he's not going to reveal drama that is
That's fair.
Ragro.
Yeah.
Ragro's to reveal.
Yes. Apparently he's turned tail and seen the side of Grozor that I feared would come to pass. Also,
So Grozor's here?
And at this point, Tupac will interrupt. On Coruscant. And locking eyes with Ragro and searching for you.
Okay, and then who's leading your clan?
he would look back at Tupaka because like he doesn't know, right?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, out of character, Chewbacca wouldn't know either because he's
Mhm,
been
yeah.
exiled along with with
Yeah.
the other 3, and so he's like,
You both try to.
yeah. he says,
Fine.
Chewbacca will just say, hopefully somebody better suited for the job.
That I can agree with.
And yeah, Ragro kind of just like nods his head as well.
So are you actually in danger? How much information does this guy have? Do we know how much information he has?
And is he on this floor? I mean, well, the other floors are locked down? Question mark.
Yeah, the underworld portal
Oh, yeah,
is still
that's
closed at multiple levels.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get down to this level, Tupaka?
Grozor and his 2 prime lieutenants are still on the surface. Look, we all saw the bounty posting come through recently from the Pikes. They didn't mention Ragro by name, but Wookiee with the red axe, Grozor put 2 and 2 together. I knew I had to get away and find a way to warn you and give you news of Lura. So, I found a fan, works maintenance, managed to get me down here to this level.
Who's Lura?
He just ignores the question and
I look at Tupaka.
yeah.
Laura?
Yeah, Lura, his mate.
Ah.
His mate?
You got a mate? You got like a spouse, like a wife, like a partner, like a dating person, like somebody you like romantic. Why didn't you tell me? 2 months? 2 months and you couldn't tell me about this?
I told you there were things you might not know about him.
I need a drink. And he like turns around and leaves. He just straight up is like heading to one of the like the bar.
I'm gonna make sure. She follows him.
And Keenan takes a step forward to Tupaka and says, "I'm Sir Keenan Leobund. I saw you massing. You have such a wonderful presence. You seem to be attracting quite a crowd here tonight."
Oh yeah, well I do shows here and there, especially on Coruscant. I've got a fairly decent following. Anyone who wants to hear the truth of the Wookiee soul and the Wookiee spirit. I've written several compendiums of slam poetry, and I've cut 2 albums. And like reaches into his pocket where there's like a stack of data sticks, and he pulls one out and just hands it to you. He goes, complimentary.
Wow, thank you. That's very very kind of you. Well, I'll have to sample some of this here.
I recommend track 7. The Rage is the Rhyme. Some of my best work.
Rage is the rhyme. Ragro, you okay? You okay?
He just like is gonna just interrupt with like, how do I find her?
He says, honestly, I don't know. Again, the last I heard, she was actually working at a slave labor camp on the surface.
All right. I'll have you know. If you are trying to pull one over on me, you're just as dead as he is.
Now, Ragro, come on. I think he's here trying to help. And quite frankly, if there's someone hunting you, that means they have to get through us too. We're in this together.
Kind of like looks at you with like a sour look and just like scoffs and looks back down at the table.
Ragro,
Maybe about this. Oh, go ahead.
maybe I can cheer you up with some poetry.
Oh.
Oh no.
Imagine the camera panning out, slightly to the others as he starts, reciting like, war poetry. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Ragro looks like he's about to just deck him.
Yes. Dude, I feel so bad. The moment that Ragro needs Shay is not there.
Yeah, that's dramatic irony. That's what we love in a story.
As Gina is off with Mott and they're getting a drink or whatever, she's just talking to Mott, and she's, if that's okay if we transition.
Oh yeah, I think that's
Okay.
spot to
She's talking to Mott and she's like, don't you guys have a contacts on the surface?
Toydarian scrap heap. What?
No. You guys used to have people living in the house, and then aren't they on the surface now?
You want one? Two?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
I mean, I knew people up there, sure, yeah. Like, I knew some people on the surface. I don't know if I...
No, like the loud one that used to live in the house. The mercenaries? Aren't they on the surface?
I don't know anything about those people.
Yeah.
Wrong person.
I just thought, because, he was talking about having people on the surface that maybe they could keep an eye out, but I don't know who they are.
I mean, I know people who I have, taken money from to get a speeder on the surface, who I lived with, who wanted to be part of a rebellion on the surface.
She's talking about Ashy
Talking
and...
about the
and
Oh, I know. I'm
okay,
aware.
yeah. Okay.
Mott
Thank
has
you.
no idea anything about those people.
He has blotted them from his memory.
It's like, oh, wow, not the one that used to read my emotions. I hated her.
Yeah, that's about it.
Please don't make me do the voice again.
No, whatever.
Don't make me do the voice.
I don't. Also, be careful. Don't hold this against him. It seems like he's going through some stuff, and maybe he needs more of a friend than an adversary.
2 months. Just 2 months. You could have, hey, by the way, I'm married and my wife's MIA. Or, hey, I've been dating this girl and I decided to stop seeing her because she became, captured or whatever. Anything would have been nice, but what do I know? Share all
If
my
it's
personal
painful,
secrets with
it's
me.
hard to share, Mott. If it's painful, it's hard to share.
I understand that. But look, Gina, he's seen me at my worst.
Mhm.
And I think it's only fair that I see him at his worst. That's all. That's it. It's only fair. Thank you.
Maybe he left that situation for a reason, and he wanted to leave it behind.
I mean, what type of situation would he want to, like, why would you, look, if I had somebody, now I'm not saying I won't ever, but if I had somebody, why would I want to leave them behind?
No, I understand. Just, it seems like he's going through something, so maybe be a little more reassuring than condescending.
You gonna drink that one?
Yes. She's sipping it. This isn't bad. What is this called?
It's Toydarian scrap heap.
It's got a tinge to it,
Oh,
but
it's different every time. They just take whatever liquid's on the bar and they just push it all into the glass.
Never mind, you can have it back. Don't want it anymore.
Okay.
That's gross.
Ragro, I want you to do a average vigilance check with a boost die.
All right. Yeah.
Okay,
2 successes,
so
1
as,
advantage.
As Tupaka is blurting all this, telling you everything, and you sit there, you're not typically one to read people, but in this moment, you're able to read the sincerity in his face. The reason I do this is maybe so that way, like, he can tag along for we're not having to keep dropping him and repicking him back up.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's fair. That's fair. And I will say,
Keenan's slightly enamored too, so Keenan would be a voice of let's stick around with him a little bit more.
Yeah, I will say Ragro probably wouldn't be the one to invite him, but he's not going to say no.
that's fair.
If only so that he can keep an eye on him and make sure he's not up to anything.
Right.
Can we say Mott and Gina return at this point then, perhaps? And
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Well, Ragro, I just want you to know that I've talked it over with Gina, and I am hurt that you did not feel comfortable sharing with me, but Gina has told me that I should accept that you have a life outside of this, so whatever you want to do with this new Wookiee that you've brought into our lives, sure, why not? It can't be any worse than the other people who people brought into my life, so, you know. Are you going to live in the house too? Is that how this is going to work? We're just taking everyone in?
It's all a lot right now.
Ragro, we're
Yes.
here. If you have a problem, if you have an issue, we're here.
What? Tell us about
We-
any kids you may have too. I'm just curious.
We are at your side, Ragro. You have been at ours at every moment, every step, and you have to let us be by your side now. If you have a problem, if you have an issue, we are here for you.
Thank you.
From an outside perspective, you kind of held them together pretty well, even when they were literally punching each other. So, I mean, it only seems right that we do the same for you. Yeah.
Yeah. I get it.
And I feel like Tupaka has, at this point, proven to be not only advantageous but an ally, and I think he may be of helpful worth as we try to help you, Ragro. Tupaka,
For now.
would you like
Chewbacca
to?
will put a claw on Ragro's shoulder and say, "My brother, you walk this path alone with your claws in the dust. Betrayed by your tribe, you forgot how to trust. What rage can't heal and pain can't last. Open your heart, bury the past."
So can we trust this guy enough to show him where our hideout is or
That is
not?
beautiful.
I hate him as much
You-
as I hate everyone
that
else.
is
that lives in the
amazing.
house right now. Everyone else that lives in the house, he'll fit right in. I hate all of them.
What track was that, Tupaka? Or did you just make that up on the spot?
Freestyle, my friend. Freestyle.
That is beautiful.
You are a long way from being able to call me brother, but for now, you could be of assistance.
All I ask for is the opportunity.
I'm thinking
Alright.
worst case scenario, if he does lead Grozor to you, then that's just, 2 birds with 1 stone.
I mean, we've got all those droids on the defensive
Right,
perimeter,
yeah.
so I
Uh-huh.
think we'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna say that y'all can head back to the headquarters from there if you want. Okay. So plan of action. What do you guys actually want to do from here? So
Before we
I
leave, I
kind
wanna
of
give
see
all
2
of them a link to
options,
my
but I want to hear
SoundCloud.
what you guys think first before I kind of give what I kind of see as 2 potential.
What was that, Chris?
I said before we leave, I want to give all of them a link to my SoundCloud.
True indie rapper right there, if I've ever seen one.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Here's my mixtape. This is my SoundCloud.
And
You know what I
anything
want.
he hands Ragro is just like instantly like crushed and dropped.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gad
Anyway, at this
Genesys.
point, y'all are all walking back towards the headquarters, so you can have any conversations you want to.
I'm looking at Ragro and I'm just like,
Mhm.
For Mott translation there, he cares. Just letting you know. He's upset because he didn't know things about you because he told you everything about him. He's not actually mad. He's just really bad at showing he cares.
Yeah, I've kind of picked up on that over the past couple months. He is right about one thing though. I didn't tell him about my kids.
Oh, probably shouldn't tell him about this.
Oh, good. At least that's the thing I was right about. Kaden, do you have any kids while we're at it?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I don't have any either.
Don't look at me.
How about you? How about you, Mr. Tupaka? You got kids? Why don't you tell me more about your life than he has? Huh? How about that? We can become closer friends. He's related to you anyway. You're another Wookiee. Might as well just tell me all about your life instead. I'll probably glean more information from you than I could actually glean from Ragro.
Tupaka, you don't have to respond to that.
Oh, it's okay. I don't mind talking about myself.
Sounds like someone else in the house. What's it mean?
Yeah, no kids that I know of. Not to say they aren't out there. You know, the life of a musician. But, truth be told, I'm just on the climb, my Toydarian friend. I'm on the climb.
I have no idea what that means.
It means I have truth that needs to be spoken. I have words that need to be told. Okay? I leave bodies on the floor. I leave rhymes in the air. Tupaka just walks off like he doesn't even care. My friend, you bleed for credits. I can see that. I bleed for the truth, okay? I'm a Wookiee with bars, snatching that youth. You know what I'm saying?
I do. I also leave bodies on the ground.
The house. Oh, look. I'm gonna go inside.
I'll come with you.
Ragro's right there with you. You never seen Ragro walk with such purpose away from whatever the heck this is.
Gina goes in and she's going to put some stuff in the workshop and use Shay's equipment to backtrack that comm piece. So, what do I need to roll for that?
Hard computers check.
That sounds about right.
0 successes. So you tinker with this comm link, and you're unable to set up a trace for wherever the last call came from.
Okay.
And
well, as she comes out of, sorry,
I was gonna say as you like it, I'm gonna say Gina gets a little frustrated with it as she is like tinkering with it and unable to get it, and you kind of just like hit the tabletop, and you hear like click like of something underneath the counter.
What the?
And as you look, there's like a hidden drawer that you knocked open.
You guys might want to see this as she comes out like holding a bunch of stuff and like lays it on like the table in the living room.
What is this, Gina?
So as you look down, there's a couple of different things, and each like little like pile of stuff has a note on the top that says like for and each of your names. Even Gina has one. It says for Gina. So let's see. For Mott, there is a mask attachment that is like a respirator. And there's another mask attachment that goes on the like eyelid parts of the goggles that are infra binoculars. For Ragro, there's a retractable, I don't know how to pronounce this. I think it's garrote. It's like a
Garage. Okay.
device you can use to strangle someone.
Yeah. Garage. Yeah.
It comes out of gloves. They were like, it's like built into gloves, so it's concealable, and they are Ragro size gloved.
Heck yeah. We will take a garage.
There is a electronic device. It's a false voice transmitter for Keenan.
Ooh.
And a belt that looks like the one that Shay uses, but it's Keenan sized, and it's a concealed climbing cord belt, just like hers. Gina gets a surveillance detector, so it's like a little mechanical device that can check for things. And then each of you have MedTech military med pack. It's pretty much an emergency medicine or med pack that works for people that are unskilled in medicine specifically. It's usually used like for military, but she's modified it. There's emergency repair patches for like droids. There's a bioscanner, which any of you can take, and 3 data spikes. And those are just like random other odds and ends. And she's just like, there was just this compartment that opened, and it was just for the group is what it said. And then each one specifically had notes on them for each of us. But I don't know, this may be stuff she was working on.
And do we tell that are they like being worked on, or are they completed?
Oh, they're complete. They look freshly completed.
Well, the timing couldn't have been any more perfect. He says as he's looking at the garage, then looking at Tupaka.
She seemed to be working on all this for us.
Yeah, I guess so. I accidentally found it on her desk when I got upset because I couldn't. Here's that comm back. I couldn't
Did
trace.
you find anything?
Yeah, no, I couldn't do anything. Sorry.
No, that's It's all right.
Well, I mean, I think she'd want us to use it all, right? Like that doesn't. Nobody else is thinking we should just throw it out, right? Like we should.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think, again, make it worth it.
Are any of you guys good at like medicine stuff?
Oh,
No.
I mean, I have stim packs, but Shay would usually
Okay.
try to be
then
healing
I can
Ragro a lot.
The only thing I can heal
I
is
can carry
weary.
the bioscanner. It's supposed to help with medical stuff.
Tupaka, make it count. Maybe that could be the next. Maybe that could be your next artistic expression. Make it count. That was one of Shay's last words.
Make it count.
Maybe even, and he looks over at the side of the warehouse. Maybe even just putting that right up there. Just make it count.
Keenan, I think you're.
One life, one shot. You better make it count. Every bar that I drop stacks a higher amount. No mercy, no credit, no second round. You step wrong once, you're 6 feet down. No, I need to workshop that.
No, that's there's something there. There's something there.
I personally think we should probably just move on from that. I think the idea was that your life is what matters, and we should be making that count. The shot. I don't know about putting it on the wall. I think.
I'm not sure.
I think you should just live that one out, huh? How about that? I mean, why don't we stop trying to get people to sing about it and write it out on the wall? And why don't you just live that one out, Keenan? Huh?
Might be a good way to immortalize her.
Well, you can immortalize her in your life. How about that? We got the shot. 7-pointed stars directly connected to her.
Yeah.
If you feel the need to put it on a wall, you could put it in her workshop.
I think that makes a lot more sense. Gina, great idea. Keenan, -5 points.
What? Mott, that's incorrect. I do not
Came
accept
up
that.
with the original idea, but whatever.
Well, we need to prepare ourselves for what's going to happen in here in a couple days.
Who wants these repair patches for a droid?
I don't have a droid.
Whose
What happened
droids
to
are
your
left?
droid? That droid that was our Sith droids.
Mine died. I don't remember. I don't remember what happened to it. But
Yours was crushed out of character. Yours was crushed with the rubble that almost crushed
that
Ragro.
was it, yes.
Yeah. I think mine was also crushed, I believe.
I don't remember. I know it was 2, and the other 2 were still alive.
Yeah, I think.
Speaking of which, for reference, this can be in character, out of character, so that other people know too. The droids that were all under Shay's command, all of her army, even the ones that are injured, have been just patrolling the hideout and doing their job to protect the hideout. And then whenever they start to get low on battery, they go into her workshop where she has charger pads for them, and they just continually do that. So just letting you know. I can just leave these patches in her workshop if you guys want me to.
Yeah, we'll take the items that we need, and let's just keep the rest nearby in her workshop.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the plan then? Because we got 2 days, and we kind of lost a lot of today. So.
And I was a little distracted earlier for obvious reasons.
I guess we just use this time to get ready for the mission? Is that what you would call it?
Oh.
Yeah, I do need to buy more frag grenades.
More frag grenades. How many do you have?
1.
Oh yeah, you do need more.
Yeah.
Shopping spree.
Do you have any weapons besides your quick wit, Tupaka?
Honestly, a quick wit is all you need, but in a pinch. And then he brandishes his sort of mic stand cane. And as you guys can see, it's actually, upon closer inspection, a little more beefy than you would have imagined. You could probably brain someone with it if you tried hard enough.
Instead of a walking stick, it's a walking branch.
It's a shillelagh. It's a Wookiee shillelagh.
Yeah.
But
I was
it's
about to say
bedazzled.
a bedazzled shillelagh.
Bedazzled, but no, out of character. No, literally, it is a staff of office, which is it's a truncheon. Okay, it's a truncheon that has a special ability that it looks like something nondescript. So it's the whole you wouldn't deprive an old man of his walking stick shtick. Okay, so I get bonuses to convince people to let me keep it. and not
Oh, fun.
confiscate it like it's not a weapon. And then beyond that, I have it integrated with another piece of equipment, which is a collar amp. Which
Oh, he has one of those.
Yeah, so you can be heard to far and extreme range.
Nice.
Wasn't it
It's
speak
literally,
softly?
it's
and
Ruby
carry
Rod
the stick?
like. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah. I speak loudly, and I carry a bigger stick. That and Tupac also just opens like his little vest, and you can see honestly nothing fancy, but like a regular blaster pistol kind of shoved in there as well.
This mission that we've been given, there is a location down further on the lower levels of Coruscant where they are making more mass destructive bombs. One went off, I don't know, you may have heard recently, the one that went off on, what was it, 1350?
No, it was on like 15 something.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of numbers getting thrown around always, so we always forget
The one
numbers.
that when was this?
Just recently, what, a few weeks ago?
It would have been like a week or two, max.
Yes.
A week ago on level 15 something. Yes.
Yes.
I do. I do recall. In fact,
It's the reason the
I-
Underworld
I-
portal was closed.
I performed it. I performed at a charity benefit for the victims. Yeah, I remember.
Wow. Wow.
That somehow doesn't surprise me.
We've been given some information on where they're making more of these bombs. We've actually located them, and they're wanting us to go down to help them eradicate the building and the shipments and the bombs.
Who's making?
So that's what we'll be doing.
Who's making these bombs?
We found out it's the Pike Syndicate,
Yeah, they don't like us very much.
and we don't like that.
Not anymore. Feels
This-
like nobody
this-
likes us anymore. But
This is going to be a little bit more of a, from what I feel like, with just a small group, it's going to be a very small infiltration. I don't think we're going to be
I'm
going.
actually very good at infiltration. You guys haven't got to see me in the field much, but that's kind of my thing.
Good, Gina. I'm anxious to see you infiltrate.
Also, Ragro, when bad people don't like you, it might be a good thing.
fair enough.
Yeah, but when your friends don't like you, that's probably a different thing, huh? How about that? I mean, what do you think about that for a little bit too?
You can't tell me you seriously don't like him right now.
I'm not happy with them right now.
You can be upset with someone and still not dislike them.
He'll get over it.
So Sablak, huh? It's what he said. It's gonna be him and one other guy, and then us. That's the plan.
Sounds that way.
So, is there anything we could buy that might help us out with this? Make it a little bit more. If we're planning on being stealthy, some of us aren't very. Fluttering wings don't make for stealth. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, if we have enough money, there are items that you can find that help with cloaking yourself.
Well, I know we're not known for
Subtlety.
subtle infiltration,
Yeah.
but I think we have made ourselves useful in a pinch. I'm sure Sablak has some idea of how to go about it.
This warehouse, it's in the way lower floors.
Mhm.
It's not like they're going to have backup, is it?
Not
Down
easily.
there, yeah.
I mean, it's possible.
How are you all planning to infiltrate the place?
Right now, Sablak seems to be the mastermind. He had hired us to go down there and take a look, see if we could find it. We found it, we reported, assuming that he and his team would go down and clear it out.
He found.
Apparently-
So he hired you guys to find a way down past the 1,000th floor because it's completely sealed off. Like they pretty much don't allow people to go below floor 1,000, and so they hired you to find a way down there.
We didn't actually find the factory, right?
No, you did
We
not.
haven't seen it
You
yet.
found the way to get below the 1,000th level.
Yeah. I mean, we know nothing. We have been flying by the seat of our pants since the first day I met Ragnar, and it is.
That's how you guys kind of go.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It works for us, but it would be nice to know what it looked like. I hate to say it, Tupaka, but we're probably just going in blind to everything, and then we react.
What if we could find out a little bit more information? What if we could, I don't know. It's amazing what people will tell you over a few drinks. Nate,
Yeah, that would imply us talking to the Pikes.
yeah, Pikes don't know who I am. In fact, some of them might be fans. So,
Do they know who I am?
Ugh. There's
I
a
could go
loud
to-
groan from Ragro because he knows he's right.
I could go to the gold mine and talk with Sablak.
yeah, Nate, where could I go to hang out where the Pikes are and do some
1313.
Would they know of Gina?
Probably not.
Okay, well, she's going to tag along with Tupaka then.
Yeah. Okay, so Keenan, you said you wanted to go to talk with Seskar's a block at the gold mine. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So you walk over, and the front door of this cantina is still locked. Roll a average perception check.
3 successes.
3 successes. You hear a bit of a clatter coming from behind the building. So you walk around and you spot Seskar just kind of gathering some equipment and gear and like putting it into a backpack. And his back is currently turned towards you.
Sawblock, I'm usually aware of what things I put in my pocket.
Oh, Keenan, you're here.
That was a nice reverse lift.
Well, you know, I needed to talk to you, but in the middle of that crowd wasn't exactly the right place.
So what kind of plans do you have here?
Well,
we found your way down.
We received some information about potential whereabouts of the factory, and we are putting together a small strike team composed of your group as well as another one of my own, and we will be making our way to the factory.
We're your strike team. You're not putting together a strike team. We're your strike team.
Well, we have a secondary team. 2 teams going together.
You have another team going down there.
Yeah. They're some of my best operatives.
What's your take here? You going in silent? You have a secret way in? What do you know? And I'm asking you, Sawblock, because
strong information about the whereabouts of the factory. However, further details have not been inclined, so we're going to be taking it as we see it.
Is this going to be like a full frontal force?
Again, taking it as we see it. Could be frontal force. It could be sneaking in.
Sawblock, I thought you were smarter than this.
Got him. He just gives you like a dirty look of like, I am smarter than this.
Now, come on, Sawblock. A location down there where they're building bombs. Do you think that place is going to just be something where we can waltz in? And if you don't know,
I don't think that
you know how you're setting yourself up?
I don't think they expect anybody to find them or show up.
You're hoping then.
Let's just call it a strong feeling. And besides, that's why we have a secondary strike team, being you and your crew. I know that you have particularly a Wookiee with a red axe that has been known to take down entire legions of pirates and Rancor and many other dangerous individuals all on his own.
Really? All on his own? Nobody else, huh?
Oh, maybe not all on his own.
I didn't do anything.
I mean, arguably the last couple of combats, I haven't really done a whole lot.
I've been all you, Ragro.
I'm just a Sawblock. Look, if you're the brains of this operation, I'm not feeling really comfortable here. I feel like you're leading us into a questionable area without any kind of information. What are we preparing for? Are we preparing for a stealth mission? Are we going to be are we going to be climbing somewhere? Are we going to be crawling somewhere? Are we going to just are we bringing tanks? I mean, what are we looking like?
He off and walks up and kind of grabs the front like lapels of your jacket and like kind of neatly like presses them forward and says, Keenan, you are a smart individual. You have a very capable crew. That's why I hired you to take it as we go. I'm very confident in your crew's abilities, and I'm very confident in my crew's abilities. We will be able to take care of whatever situation may arise.
And what are you paying us?
What would you like? Beyond what our previous agreement was.
Ask him what the previous agreement was.
What was the previous agreement?
If I remember correctly, the previous agreement was that when the Black Sun takes over, y'all will pretty much have like seats to run this floor as you wanted to. With their oversight or something.
So along with the control, let's just make sure there's some icing on that cake. 10,000 each.
Easy, done. And he kind of just he pats you like a double pat on your chest and walks past with his backpack, hops into a speeder and
he didn't even haggle.
Could have gone to 100,000 each.
Last time he gave us 20,000 each. We didn't ask for that. Well, Nate did.
So while that was going on, what were y'all doing at the headquarters, if anything?
I'm assuming you two have left at this point, right? So it would just be me and Ragro?
Probably, yeah.
Well, did y'all still want to leave? That's the other thing.
I mean, I don't think we would have had anything
I don't.
that
Yeah,
we would like feel necessary to leave, especially with us being so like bounties and
that's fair.
you know.
I mean, I think there's still some information that y'all might be able to glean. It might be difficult, but y'all can glean it. Glean some stuff.
Well, I will say Ragro's not a gleaner of information. That's not the one I.
Yeah.
That's not.
I'm talking.
the
Sorry, I mean
description
like
I use for him.
Gina and Tupaka can probably still maybe find out some information. I know you guys. The rest of you know this, Chris. I'll give you a little bit of a fair warning. I'm a little bit of too much of a realist when it comes to a GMing. So like everything is possible, but like if I think it's really unlikely, the check might be hard. So
That's fair.
okay, yeah,
I mean,
So-
setback dice exist for a reason.
yeah. That is true.
I
So-
just want to talk to Ragro while we're here. That's all.
So
that's fair.
while
I think-
Gina and Tupaka are walking towards
Also,
their secret entrance
letting
down to
you know.
1313.
I'm letting you know, she's coming with you so that you're not by yourself. She's not being helpful when it comes to talking to people, because that's not what she does. She's just making sure you don't die.
Tupac is happy for the company.
So Gina's going to lead you down this old abandoned like subway station that the floor at 1325 is cut off like at Underworld portal. So they found earlier this other service hatch in the subway station that kind of drops below levels and then continues onward. So the party would have told Gina about this. Gina's leading you all down there. While that's happening though, Mott and Ragro sit alone in the headquarters.
2, 3 kids? How many you got? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I got a couple of kids.
Couple like 2? Is that like when we say a couple? Like a few is 3 or more, right? So like a couple's what, 2?
Do Wookiees have litters?
That's another thing. I don't know.
I don't
Could
think
be
so.
About
Be only 2 live.
Just
50
think
you're
of
old,
the
man. You got
Star
57.
Wars holiday special.
Yeah, how many kids?
How many
do you
kids
have?
would a 90-year-old Wookiee have?
These have litters of pups. They usually have 2 to 3 offspring at a time.
Well, there you go.
They
Okay.
can have up to 6 pups nursing at once.
Okay, well, good to know.
Don't need to know.
Creepy baby Wookiee smile.
Why'd you have to bring this up, Joe?
Joe's like, we've already gotten my backstory out of the way. Let's dig into everyone else's.
It's generally not a part of my life I prefer sharing because that is the he gets real quiet for a second and then because I failed them.
I don't think that's true.
What do you mean? What do you know?
What do I know? I've known you for at least 2 months, potentially longer. Time is a nebulous concept that I have a very difficult, time handling sometimes. But in the time I've known you, you have been loyal beyond a shadow of a doubt. When I'm like, who can I rely on? I'm like Ragro, first and foremost. When I'm like, who would stand beside me in a tete-a-tete against anyone? I think Ragro. I'm like, surely he's the one who would do that. When I think of who would be the most likely to be a good parent in all of us, right? I think Ragro. I'm like, oh, sure, that guy, one day he'll have kids. And then I find out you've already got kids. So, that's something I don't like not knowing about ahead of time, but whatever. Anyway, I don't think you're a bad parent. I think that people who are bad parents don't know they're bad parents. You don't seem like somebody who's a bad parent. If you're saying you don't think you did a good job, that probably means you did a good job. That's all. That's my guess.
Well, while I appreciate the words of I did fail. I was exiled and I was not there when they needed me. And now they're probably all sold off to some empire camp.
That's a little rough. That's kind of real bad. So we just go back. We just go get him. Look. If that's all it is, then we go get him back. Then you're skilled. You're capable. I'm deviant. Keenan has some traits, surely, that we could rely on. And you've got this other Wookiee guy who now lives in the house, I guess, as well. Why not?
He's not living here.
Okay, great. I like that. Gina is super capable. I think she'd be able to help. Like, we got people. We've got, a network of random homeless people I rely on to give me information. So surely we'd be able to find something if that's what we're looking for. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, that was what all of this was about. Picking up mercenary jobs and trying to earn a little bit of scratch to make it to find them again. And then we had the whole run-in with the pirates, and you know how the rest of that story went.
Hey, and he kind of flutters down, he kind of flutters down to where your hands are, and he grabs one of your hands and both of his, and he's like, hey, you help me find Gina. And she's alive, and she's not brainwashed that we know of still by the farm. I don't know what Wookiee life debts are, but I've heard the term thrown around. And so, I'm not saying I owe you anything because I don't think I owe nothing, but I'm willing to help you with your family stuff. I think that's reasonable. I mean, the 7-point star thing's a fun thing. It's just fun. This is a thing we can do to screw over other people. I like that. But these are your family, man. If you got 2 kids and a dame or whatever they call them in your land, we can throw everything else out the window. Heck, if you don't want us to go on this stupid thing with Sablag, we don't have to. We'll drop it. Look. I was annoyed at you, but I've been thinking, you got family out there, and you're a good guy, and if you want, I'm a bad guy. We can go and we can make something happen for them, And Keenan's, morally gray, so I think it's fine.
I understand, and I appreciate your concern.
Well, you don't want to do anything?
The time will come. We still don't even know where they are. Supposedly they're nearby, but that doesn't really narrow things down for us here, especially considering we can't really leave.
Well, here. How about we talk to that guy and we look, we haven't put out feelers for you. You give him the description of what your family look like. Fur marks or face paint. I'm not a jerk, but I don't understand Wookiee culture. So you tell him whatever it is that is identifiable, and then he can do that for us. And at least while we're doing other stuff, we're still looking.
All right.
You haven't failed them yet. If you give up, you fail them. That's how that works. You fail nobody.
Thank you, Mott. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
The camera pans through the floor, and you have to see the blackness of the floor, and then it opens up to a lower level where it shows Gina and Tupaka riding a lift down the section of the Underworld portal down to 1313 from 1325, and the shuttle comes to a small halt, and there's still pikes here searching and going through everybody coming in and out, and they kind of walk up to you and they just show you a hollow tablet thing that has a picture of Shay, Ragro, Mott, and Keenan. And they're like, have you seen these people?
I think Tupac is having a conversation with Gina, as this happens. He's finishing up his story. He's like, and that's why I won't do 3 shows a night anymore, babe. I just won't do 3 shows a night anymore. It's not gonna happen. What are you asking?
We're looking for these individuals. We have a hefty bounty out for anybody who can turn them in.
How much?
35,000 credits per head.
Only turn us in. Turn us in.
That's all they're worth.
Only 35?
That's a pretty penny, but it doesn't look familiar to me. Does it look familiar to you?
Roll deception.
Both of us?
I'm gonna say average.
Crap. Is that both of us?
No, I'm gonna say it's if Shay's assisting, then it can be a boost die.
You want to give me a boost?
Is who assisting?
Gina.
Sorry, Gina.
I was completely quiet for a reason. Let the Wookiee do the talking.
Yeah.
Let the Wookiee.
I'll assist you by being like,
2 success, 2 advantages. She says.
Success advantage.
Yeah. He'll say, okay, then move along. But just if you see anything, feel free to kill him and turn him in. Or if you bring him alive, it's 60,000 each.
Fair enough. With my 2 advantages, can I get in talking to tell us where there might be a nice bar where Pike leadership hangs out?
Yeah. So you'll just say,
Where the elites of the elite on this level would hang out.
I'm gonna say that. What do you want to ask him? Like, you ask him in character, and then those advantages can be boosts towards this question. Especially if you're looking for like an elite of an elite kind of place that kind of
Yeah.
I said that we wouldn't want to be like, take us to your boss.
right.
We would
Yeah,
let
no,
the
it's-
elites.
Yeah, it's like I like out of character. I want to know where Pike leadership hang out, but obviously I wouldn't phrase it that way. I would say,
Right.
You are a big time rapper. You only perform
I'm not a
where
I only perform for top brass, and I'm interested in opening up some new work down here, and potentially some getting some concerts going. I'm sure you've heard of me, of course.
They just give you a deadpan look.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure I'm sure your superiors have. Where might I engage in some conversation with like-minded people like that?
I'm gonna say negotiation. I'm gonna say hard with 2 boost die from your advantages earlier.
Fair enough.
Oh. 2 advantages.
Wanted it so bad.
Failed with 2 advantage.
Yeah. 2 failure, 2 advantage. So he doesn't just give you the information that you seek. However, what would you like those 2 advantages to be? It could be like a hint in the direction or something.
Well, yeah, I'll take a hint. Sure.
One of the guards says to the other one, well, what if like we tell him about that place that's, like a couple blocks down, and the other guy just pretty much goes, shh, like we're not supposed to talk about that place. Keep moving along, he says to you.
We'll move along. Thank you for your time.
So if you're continuing to search for, going up to people, trying to find this place, I can say do a
could I use a destiny point in their favor?
We only have 1.
We do only have
Oh,
one.
I'm
do
down
only
to
have
throw them all for nothing. Can I use it in their favor? Because this is what I'm thinking. Because he is a pseudo famous rapper, and pseudo we use very loosely here. What if he is recognized by a random Pike member who views him very favorably?
So don't
so
waste
those
the point
guys-
on
those
that.
guys-
Don't waste the point on that. When we get there,
Okay.
I literally have an ability for that.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Okay.
It's literally called biggest fan.
Oh,
And I can only do it once a session. I can make a 3 purple charm check, and if I'm successful, this individual is my biggest fan, and like
It's awesome.
within reason, we'll
Yeah.
I did read that.
The ability to flip.
So as you
flip
search the
anything.
streets and talk to people trying to find this place, do a I'm gonna say a hard streetwise check. You can have 2 boosts again from your previous 2 advantage. 1 setback because this place is like just.
Can I
a
help with the
little bit
streetwise
under the radar?
Can I get another boost?
Can I
from-
assist with the
You
streetwise?
may, yes.
I'm just gonna give a boost. His is better than mine.
That's 3 boost, 1 setback, hard. 3 success. Nice. So you talk to somebody and some random like Aqualish on the side of the street, asking if he's heard of this place, and he says, "You know what? I think I've heard a rumor of some place where we've seen some high-ranking Pike individuals go in and out. It's about 2 blocks that way, and then you'll take a left and head about 3 buildings down. You'll come across an unmarked door that's painted red with a black stripe across it. Knock 4
Doesn't sound
times, and then knock 4 more times. One of my buddies used this place to get a bunch of free drinks, so we noticed somebody go use it to get in. They don't really ask any questions. It's kind of you know kind of place.
I've always wanted to
Can
go to
I-
a speakeasy.
We do what he says.
Yeah. So you find this door without much trouble that has this black stripe across it, and you knock 4 times. Knock, 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 knock. Can't count. And then you knock 4 more times. Knock, 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 knock.
Knock.
And the door, slides open with Star Wars sound effect. And you see a large Daveronian standing there, and he says, "Welcome to the Vibro Pike. Enjoy your stay." And he gives you a nod and he steps to the side.
Thank you, my good man.
So you walk in, and the vibe of this place is cool. That's the best word to describe it. So there are
So you
it's
fit
a
in
mixture
perfectly.
between like red lights, and then the red lights fade, and then black light fades in, and then the black light fades and red lights kind of fade in back and forth like around this place. It's got some weird kind of chill music going on in the background. You see a bunch of people sipping on fancy drinks at this bar that has way too many fancy options. There are 3 bartenders working the bar. It's the baristas, and it's 3 twin Rhodian females.
Triplets.
And you look around, and there's a couple people like sitting at tables, a couple people sitting at the bar. Most of them look like they have some sort of like pike armor or garb on, but there's a handful of like other people that look either important or like look like they're trying to be important.
Do you have any credits on you?
A handful. We didn't leave Kashyyyk with much. I've got about 1,500.
I only have the leftovers from shopping money. I'm just saying we could talk to one of the bartenders, kind of grease a palm, maybe?
I don't know if I need to grease. I could just be charming, to be perfectly frank.
If you want to try, go for it. I don't talk with people much, so I'm just leaving that up to you. I'm just a pretty companion right now.
I'd like to go flirt with one of the female Rhodian bartenders.
Sure.
And at the same time, make it a circuitous conversation to understand the lay of the social landscape in here, and at the end of it all, figure out who the pike leadership would be in this place.
Yeah. So you approach the bar and you get the attention of one of the Rhodians, and she says, "Hello there. How may I help you?"
Says, "Yes, hello. First of all, I'd love a fantastic drink that I think only you can make, but maybe you've heard of me. I'm Tupaka."
Are you going to use your ability, or?
I was gonna save it for somebody a little higher up.
That's fair.
I can't say that I am familiar, but I recommend, as far as beverage goes, the Reckless.
I'll definitely take it. This is so. I'm an entertainer, and a rather prominent, indie artist, and I'm seeking, I've recently been writing some songs about the power and importance of the pikes, in terms of the contributions they've made to the galaxy. And I'd love to validate some of my work with some of the more senior and experienced people, if you understand what I mean. Artistic license, integrity.
Oh, I understand perfectly.
Roll. I'm gonna say negotiation.
Take a negotiation? Okay.
I mean, you didn't really flatter her, right? So.
I'm also lying my butt off.
That's fair. So yeah, we'll do just deception then.
Okay. Difficulty?
What, you don't really write about the pikes, really?
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, he could write about anything. He's a slam poet.
He'll make it up on the fly.
That's fair. Yeah, deception. I'm gonna say it's gonna be average. Yeah, I don't feel like that's very hard to sell. 2 successes and an advantage. So she believes you, very much so. What would you like your advantage to be?
She drops a small detail that might help me in my conversation with whoever she points me to. In terms of,
So she points over at some guy wearing like really fancy black, like almost like a silk looking clothes. He's a human. He has like slicked back, greased like long hair, like very like chiseled face kind of, but like not in the handsome way, in the kind of like looks like a villain, stereotypical villain way. And he says, "That over there is Arthur. He's a high-ranking pike official, and I know he happens to be a fan of the finer arts. Maybe you talk to him.
Oh man,
he has a soft spot for Corellian ale."
Well, then I will grab a Corellian ale in addition to my drink and saunter over to him. And what I'd love to do is try my once a session ability to make this dude my biggest fan.
Sure.
So he would see me as I'm coming. I have to make a check for that. I can't just do it.
Yep.
So it would.
I am also grabbing a Corellian ale and following as backup.
Yep.
So I need this. This is a hard charm check. With the advantage and the Corellian ale, can I get a boost die to that?
You may indeed get a boost die to it, and I'm gonna be a little bit mean here, and I'm gonna flip a Dark Side Destiny token
How
Alright,
for a
dare.
negative
I will-
upgrade.
I will upgrade the difficulty. Got it.
I think a despair could be interesting.
I believe
I
in you.
agree. I believe in you. I believe in me
believe.
too.
Yeah,
I believe-
All right, here we go.
I'm never lucky enough to get. Oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
Nice.
it's 3 advantage. So you said
Like on the
walking over,
red.
and he says, "Oh my gosh, is that who I think it is? Is that Tupaka?
Oh, you've heard of me?
I've listened to every song you've put out thousands of times. It's the only thing I listen to. I never shut up about it. Isn't that right?" And the pike across the other bar stool is just like, "Oh no!" So this is gonna encourage him more.
Me.
kind of
That's
thing.
me right now.
It's just that is far too kind. You're so
Congrats.
generous. I'm so pleased to find an appreciator of true artistic creativity. Especially one such as cultured as yourself. It's quite remarkable.
Every
And
word out of your mouth is liquid gold. Let me tell you,
I
you have changed
I-
my life for the better.
I'm so
Before I listened to your music, I was just a grunt in the Pike Syndicate. Now I am one of the highest ranking members, and it's all thanks to you.
And Gina's trying to keep a straight face.
That's remarkable. I'm so glad I've inspired you. This means so much to me. Tell me more about yourself. You say you're one of the highest ranking members in the Pike Syndicate. That's remarkable.
Well, I'm not one of the I'm not one of the Pike Council members. However, I have a bit of pull. Yes.
That's remarkable.
Tupaka, why don't we join your new friend? And she pulls you to sit at the table with them.
Oh, can we join you?
Oh, and is this your
Oh yes, this is my personal assistant, Gina.
A pleasure to meet you, Gina.
Yeah.
Oh, by
She
the way,
used to be my A&R guy, but had to promote her to something a little more personal. She and I have that kind of relationship.
He looks over at Gina and he says, "By the way, I like to do a little bit of slam poetry myself. If you want to put me in the books to maybe get onto
Of
his
course.
schedule."
Keep note of that, of course. He's very busy. He already has so many shows booked right now, but if we need a opener, of course.
Well, it's interesting. Gina's being modest. By the way, what is your name? I didn't catch your name.
The name is Arthur.
Arthur. That's right, Arthur. Gina's being modest. Honestly, I have to tell you, I'm on a bit of a creative sabbatical at the moment. The words have been harder and harder to come by. I've been seeking inspiration. And do you know, Arthur, where I have found inspiration lately?
Where have you found inspiration?
In the beauty, misunderstood majesty of the lower levels of Coruscant. My travels and experiences have taken me further and further and further down. Just recently, I was hearing tales of things happening below level 1000. I understand your syndicate may have some sway there as well. I've heard that too. But of
And
course,
he just kind of nervously sips his drink a little bit as he continues to listen to you talk.
he says, yes. Do you find the lower levels to be as poetically enrapturing as I do?
Dark and dim and depressing.
That's certain poetically enrapturing is definitely a word that could be used to describe the creatures that are down there.
It's about the grit. It's about the realism. It's about the sacrifice. It stirs my spirit.
Yes, well, anything that's an inspiration to you must be surely magical. Though I guess I never would have seen those creatures as magical before tonight.
Oh, well, I haven't experienced them myself. You may be right. Honestly, it's more the idea of them.
Indeed.
I don't know. Frankly, getting access is hard enough. I haven't been down there
It's an
personally.
untapped wonder. Of course, he's going to be overflowing with creative liberties when it comes to unknowns.
So have you been further down then yourself?
I've heard the stories. I've not been myself, but I've definitely heard from colleagues of mine the stories.
Oh, I'll be frank. I was getting a little too tipsy with a Pike representative about a week ago, and they mentioned you guys having a very large facility just below the 1000th level.
We have our venture in various places.
Well, if it would be too much of an imposition, Arthur, I hate to ask, but it would mean so much to me. Would you be able to allow me to experience it myself?
Roll I'm gonna say charm because of him being your fan. I'm gonna say the difficulty is going to be daunting, not because of necessarily. Actually, okay.
Easy.
No, here. Okay, here. I'm gonna say it's hard. It's hard because he knows he can't really just give this information up, but he loves you. He is your biggest fan, so it's will be a little hard. And I'm gonna say, due to the difficulty of it, add 2 setback as well, due to just it being so top secret.
Well, I'm gonna ignore the setback thanks to my convincing demeanor talents. But thank you.
Yeah, you tell him.
Or 1 setback. I will ignore 1 setback. Or is it? No, I'm sorry. Not convincing demeanor. Kill with kindness.
I'll say the 3 advantages can be 3 boost die.
I was gonna ask. 3 boost die.
I'll give you 3 boost die for that.
Thank you.
He loves you.
Well, I was gonna spend.
He's enraptured.
I think I'm good. Famous last words. Let's see what we do.
We're fine. See?
Whoa.
Did not need
Wow.
no, those boost die did not help.
At all.
2 success, 3 threats, 1 triumph. He says, follow me. And he leads you to a back room he leads you both in a back room in the back of the Viber Pike. And once he looks around, making sure that, nobody's watching, we have a facility down there where we are engineering and manufacturing weapons. I can give you the coordinates of it.
You've never been?
Not personally.
How do you guys get down there? Isn't it like closed off?
We have our own special methods of getting down there that are, exclusive access and well guarded. What would you like to try and do, by the way?
I want to put. Tell me if I'm overreaching here, okay? But with my triumph, I want to put a paw on his shoulder and lean in and be like, Arthur, it hurts me to know that you have not experienced this. You're a senior member of the syndicate. You're a man of importance, a man of power. Would you take me and my production crew down there? I want to record some tracks, get the truth on tape. We could surprise the syndicate. We could do a concert for the workers. That's a lot for 1 triumph.
Yeah. I'm gonna say the 3 threat is applying some.
Okay.
What you want, but also some amount what you want. So he says,
What if we use a destiny token to help push this along?
well, I got what it's gonna be. So he's gonna say, well, I know the people that work the factory, and I can give you exclusive access to said factory if you are alone.
Alone? You mean I couldn't bring my recording crew with me?
Roll negotiation hard.
I'm gonna spend the destiny point.
That's fair.
1 success, 1 advantage.
Incredible.
I suppose it'll be fine. However, I mean, as long as it's just recording equipment and stuff, then there shouldn't be any issues.
Of course, it would just be me, and I'll keep it small. Gina, you've met. We'll be there, of course, right? And then a small recording staff, 3 people extra. No more. Just
5 people.
Just recording equipment.
5.
Myself, Gina, and our 3 recording engineers. That will be it. 5 people total. No more.
No. 7 people total. We'll need someone to carry all of the recording equipment. And you have to have the armed guard. If we're in somewhere dangerous, you can't go without an armed guard.
Out of character, why do we need 7? Like, what am I missing?
Because Soblock
and whoever Soblock.
Technically, there's those 2 plus their crew. But like, if you're trying to only get,
I didn't get into this out of character. I don't trust Soblock. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him out of character. Like, no haggling. You guys are gonna die. He's gonna try and kill you. Screw that guy.
For sure.
So, like, no, my intention was not to bring was literally 5. And maybe that's the
I'm
threat.
picking up
I
what
don't know.
yes, I'm picking up what you're putting down. So,
That's fine.
is it-
And you can brush her off. If you say she's saying too much, just be like, no, just 3. Like, you can brush her
I
off.
don't want to
Okay,
be.
so
I don't want to impose upon
you can
Archer
have
here.
you, your assistant, and your 3 recording engineers. That's it.
That's fine, I guess.
That is more than fine. And the creativity we will be able to create. Archer, I put both hands on his shoulders. I will dedicate my next record to you.
Really? You do not know what that means to me. Thank you, Chewbacca.
Only for the true creative believers such as yourself. Simply tell us where and when we must meet you, and we will be there.
I will give you, like I said, I'll give you the coordinates. I won't be able to make it myself, but I will pass along the message to the people there, and they should let
You can
in.
inform them that we'll be coming, though, so that they
Yes,
won't,
I will
you know.
inform them of your arrival. When do you plan on arriving?
You tell us, Archer.
No. You're free in 2 days. You have a thing tonight, and then tomorrow morning. So tomorrow afternoonish, you have a free time that you would have plenty of time to do this.
Tomorrow afternoon. Would that be acceptable, Archer?
This is acceptable.
Oh, marvelous. Let me give you my personal comlink frequency.
He says he scrambles very excitedly to hand you. They pull out his comlink and hand it to you, and you're like, I'm just gonna program in your frequency and hand it back.
It's very kind. I usually have to take all of his calls for him.
For someone like Archer, he gets a premiere. You feel free to text me anytime. And honestly, I'm at a party in the upper levels in a couple days too. After this is all done. Oh heck, what am I saying? I should invite you to the after party for the recording. Of course. You should have my comlink frequency anyway.
He's very excited. And after some very awkward fangirling from this guy, you guys, I'm gonna say, leave the Viper Pike and head back to the headquarters where everybody.
We go shopping first, but then yes.
Yeah. I'll say you can pick up anything that you want along the way that you want to spend money for.
I had a shopping list given to me. I picked up the shopping list ingredients.
So yeah, we all make it back
And
to the.
a couple of disguise kits. I picked up a couple of disguise kits as well.
I know there's frag grenades for Mott. So I'm guessing y'all head back to the headquarters where I'm gonna say Ragro and Mott and Keenan are sitting downstairs as you walk in the door, the both of you.
Yeah, Soblock is definitely going to betray us.
What?
Yeah. Oh, hi guys. Did you guys find something? Find some information?
Oh, I got you some frag grenades and disguise kits because we did. Well, you talk.
Well, without rehashing it all, in character, I'll explain to them. So, I've managed to secure with the Pikes entrance to the facility for the 5 of us.
Wow. Just for 5 of us?
Just the 5 of us. And you 3 will need to disguise yourselves as members of my entourage recording crew.
I couldn't find any of the cloaks we were looking for anyways. They were all really pricey. But I did buy disguise kits so we can disguise you guys.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's what I want.
Chewbacca, that is impressive.
Way better than stealthing our way through. I love this idea way more.
Yep. Very exciting news.
Oh,
He could not be less enthused.
Hey, on the vein of things we're talking about, I was just gonna say this to Keenan. I've got some of my guys are looking for some people that Ragro has affiliation with, and Ragro can mention this if he'd like to, but if anything happens and we find out about it, we drop everything and we go help him out with this, right? Ragro, that sounds good to you? Yes, it sounds good to Ragro. He wants us to do this.
You can always tell him if he's overstepping, by the way.
I know.
He does it often.
I'm well aware.
I know what's best for everyone. That's all.
I like this. I like this Tordarian.
Thank you. I like you. I like your demeanor and your words.
That makes one of us.
I like him a little more now that he did whatever he just did.
Yeah, I'd rather be dressed up than try to stealth my way through something. So I'm looking forward to whatever this is about to be. But seriously, if in the next 5 minutes somebody comes through that door and is like, "Hey, I found the people that Ragro cares about," I'm serious. We'll drop everything to help Ragro out with this, right? Keenan, Gina, yeah, we're on board.
I'm not going to say no to something like that if it's important to Ragro.
Good answer. 10 points to you.
I don't think it'll happen as quickly as you're anticipating, but
You know.
For now, we should get ready for this mission. I'm going to figure out what I'm turning you all into.
that is
How do I disguise a Wookiee?
a good question.
Droid. Turn him into a droid. Turn him into a big droid.
That's
A hairy droid?
No, you put like metal around him.
Just keep him as a Wookiee, but he's part of my entourage. So
Oh yeah, paint his fur like bright black and red.
We do not
he
need
needs,
to
he needs
paint
the right
my fur.
outfit, you know.
Spike his
the,
hair.
Smash cut to his
the
fur
right
being
hair
painted.
gel, the right
yeah.
the right accessories.
Give him what is that? A mohawk? They call those. If I had hair, I'd want a mohawk.
I'm going to personally strangle every single one of you after this.
A spiked collar?
I might just change the color of your fur and leave it at that.
Ragro, I won't let her give you a mohawk. The proper term is faux hawk.
That's a lot of hair to work with and not a lot of time. I gotta change the
There's
color
a
of it
lot
in the
of
first.
low growling from Ragro.
And I'm gonna say there's a montage of getting these disguises ready for the next day.
Everything Ragro says no to, someone else is like, no, we have to do that.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say the party starts heading down with all their gear down to floor 1000. You go through the path that you guys already know. However, along the way, there still is the 1313 Pike checkpoint that y'all have to figure out how to get past.
Oh joy!
How did we get past that last time?
Yeah, how
you
threw a
last
thermal detonator at
time-
them. That's how we got
time you
past
just
it.
wrote-
you hacked the thing, the lift, to keep going and not stop. And then you got chased, and you threw a thermal detonator onto the ship that was chasing you, and then you caused a riot. You created a riot with Destiny tokens,
Yeah.
and then you convinced the riot to attack the Pike people that were chasing you.
It's good times.
Okay, so basically, so Archer's method in is basically from level 1313. You're saying we still-
His is
he
from
will
level
let you-
1000.
Like when you get to the factory, the people that are there will let you in.
Gotcha. Okay.
Unfortunately, at this point, there's not much that can be done to stop the Pikes from wanting Ragro, Mott, and Keenan dead.
I mean, but we have
So-
disguises.
I
So we can.
have
But you do
disguised
have this.
him.
Yes, you do have disguises. So.
Ragro's fur is a completely different color, and he's dressed to look more like somebody helping with Music Man. There's a Aqualish instead of a.
That's the other question. Are we able to disguise the axe as well?
It's part of our
I make it
equipment.
look like
Mike.
Yeah, I mean, you shove it in like
It's
a
part of our
case,
equipment.
right? You know, you put it in like one of
In a
those
case.
like, yeah.
Look like it's a guitar.
guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put some strings on it. Yeah.
The classic
Mike,
just
Mike,
shove it into
apparently-
it.
I mean, we can say y'all are just already disguised up, and we can, you just
Yeah.
try to get past.
Yeah.
We're gonna use disguises. Keenan's a Maryland, so he's got the green skin with the little tattoos on. Mott's an Aqualish.
You'll get
with
on the
little
lift.
weird nose.
You'll get on the lift to head down, and as usual, the thing stops at 1313, and the Pikes, 2 Pike guards, it's different ones this time. They look at, they show a picture, and they're like, "Have you seen these individuals? We are offering a major bounty to bring them in, dead or alive."
How much is the bounty?
I say, I've got like,
35,000 dead, 60,000 alive per person.
Who do I contact if I find it?
Just reach out, come back here, and we will bring them.
This is
bring them
real?
here.
I get this money if I found them?
If you bring them dead or alive, we will escort them to our base, where they will be executed, and then you will get your money.
How do I know you won't take it? Well, execute. Well, hold on. How come that has to happen first? Why can't I just bring them to you, get paid, and then you kill them? Why do you have to kill them first and then pay us? I don't think this sounds like a good deal to me anymore.
We don't have time for this. We have a show to get to.
You applied
We do have a
the
show.
disguise kits.
Let's find out. I don't know what it takes to put them on. Which one of us seems like the most artistic?
Skullduggery, deception.
I was
it would
agree
be
with
me. I put mine on.
Mott is the resident disguise master, so
Mott, sure. Let Mott do it. Gina's sitting back for this one.
Is a skullduggery thing to apply these disguise kits? Is that how that works?
So I was gonna make you just roll like an opposed like discipline check.
Oh, discipline?
Yeah.
Perhaps Ragro.
Sorry, deception. Sorry,
Doing all the disguise.
deception.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
We're,
Yeah, discipline is a interesting choice for
I
that.
wouldn't judge that one, but okay.
Okay, so you need to roll against deception versus a red and a purple.
A red?
Easy.
Okay. That's it.
You got this, fam.
Easy.
Locked in. 4 successes and 1
advantage. Yeah. They have no clue
Yeah.
who they're looking at right now. What would you like your advantage to be?
I would like my advantage to be, as they're kind of like shooing us away, maybe we kind of like overhear them like, they say something that just is like a useful piece of information that we might not have known otherwise. Nate, go ahead and why you just
Yeah.
Why don't you make that up on the spot for us?
Yeah. So you overhear that there was a small crew of Black Sun individuals going by here earlier today, and they're worried about it. And the other guys like, we're not looking to start another war right now. Better just to let them go. And so you head down, and eventually this lift. So it's like a lift that's attached to the side of the portal, and y'all are standing on top of it, and it's like going down kind of thing. And eventually it hits that like dirt meets like Duracrete bottom of this, pretty much the very bottom of the lift. And you look around, you see this once again, this like deserted, ruined city, like all around. And as you start to head towards the where you killed the Rancor and found the Underworld entrance, you happened to spot and I'm not gonna make you check for it because it's pretty easy to spot. But not exactly trying to hide or anything. There is a small camp where you notice a Twi'lek, a Seskar Sablak, and 4 Pike members in garbs, kind of all sitting around it's like electric heater in the middle of the street. Looks like they're like camping out here and prep for the mission tomorrow. They do not spot you because you're kind of a ways away, and they're.
We also don't look like anyone they know.
Exactly.
Alright, so here alright, so real quick. That's clearly them, right? We all
Right.
see that that's clearly them. Does anyone have his comlink number for Sasquatch?
Keenan does.
All right. Before they shoot at us for coming over there, right? Because that's more likely than not what might happen. Perhaps we say, "Hey, we're coming over," and then give them like a nice little heads up to not shoot. Also, we are alerting them because they are the ones who have told us they would pay us for this, and the whole point of this is that we're supposed to be like, well, we're here for them, right? There's no reason for us not to do this by ourselves without that. Like, okay. We probably should have talked about this ahead of time, but
We're gonna sneak in first, and then they're gonna come in and help us clear it out. Yeah.
He wasn't clear.
Well, that's the plan now because they can't come in with us.
so here's a question. This is something I brought up a while ago. You may remember this, but I said, wouldn't it be nice if we had the means to produce these bombs? And you all said, that sounds crazy. That seems like a bad thing for us to have. But now, I'm starting to think, perhaps, once again, Mott Serbo was a prophet, and that we should indeed have this means of production for incredibly dangerous bombs, and we should not be giving them to some wackadoo who clearly wants us all dead from a different gang that we will eventually have to be fighting against. So perhaps
Our agreement was to clear it out. Our agreement wasn't to give them the blueprints. If we destroy them, then no one has them.
well, I'm saying there is a factory down there. Large or small, I do not know. It could be 1 building, it could be 25, for all I know, right? I'm saying we take a look-see, and if this is a one-man operation, a la like Breaking Bad, then there's no reason for us not to just take it over ourselves, right? And just do it. Why not? Why not be us? Like we could do it if it's one person doing it, surely.
You saw what that bomb could do. I think if we destroy the blueprints for it, then no one has it. It might be a better idea.
Nate, you had said at one time that Sablak was a Black Sun financier or something like that, right?
Yeah, both like a financier and like a ultra information, knows everything kind of.
Were the guards saying something about a Black Sun team Is that
Yeah.
put the 2 and 2 together and say that was probably
Yes.
Saw block?
Yeah, there's this
Team.
group that's kind of camping up ahead.
We haven't done anything with Black Sun. And we've taken out Huts. We've taken out Red Fang.
Got burned by the pikes a little bit.
I will
Yep.
say,
We saw what
so
Black Sun
they're kind of camping nearby where that Rancor fell. There are other like buildings on the street and stuff. You could try to like sneak around, or you don't necessarily have to like walk past them. There are ways of getting around them.
Do we still want to interact with them? That's the question at this point.
I mean, we
Well,
could
that
kill
would be
him. We could wait till
50,000
we're
credits
sleeping
less
and kill
than.
him.
Isn't one of them Shay's mom?
I don't. How would I know that?
You know that.
Yeah,
I
we
don't-
did.
I
don't
only
know
know
that.
that because you guys told me.
We did meet her.
I mean, I
Mother.
can't.
You
I
did.
can't see who the people over there are. I just throw a bomb at them. You know, I like.
How about this? Let me go talk with them. You guys stay back. I'll
Oh,
get
hold on.
instructions. I'll get instructions on where our team is supposed to go.
Well,
You-
okay,
I
so
don't-
here's I think the thing is like that Gina and Tupaka have the actual coordinates of the factory. You don't
Mhm.
need him at all for anything at this point.
I don't,
Yeah.
except for
We-
50,000 credits.
You will not get paid 50,000 credits.
Thank you.
Get paid. You will get paid a blaster bolt in the face.
I like Tupaka. He knows. That's what I'm worried
I
about.
think.
We
I think.
Keenan, you are a man who has controlled large groups of people. Do not listen to this Sarlacc pit of a man over there, right? He doesn't love you. He doesn't like you. He wants us dead. He wants all of us dead. Why? Because we're an opposing force of power on his tiny little island, right? There's not enough room for both of us. He knows it. You know it. You're a smart guy, Keenan. You know this. You know this. I know you know this.
Keenan, did he say anything about Shay? Because you said that thing happened to appear in your pocket at the memorial that they were doing, where they were talking about the fact that Shay's no longer here. This man is somewhat related to her, or not her, but has relations of which to her. But did he say anything about her to you when you asked? So the only thing that was holding you in good graces is now not here. I'm inclined to agree with them that I don't trust him, because Shay might have been the only thing keeping you guys in his good graces, and now she's not here, and he could just shoot you in the back and not think twice. Especially if he does actually care about the Twi'lek lady and she blames you for her daughter's death.
I haven't ever said that I trust him.
We don't know. I like 50,000 credits as much as the next guy. I do. We could just kill them and take it if we have these type of bombs. We could. Keenan, you're a big fish. I know you're a big fish. You are a man destined for greatness, right? Destined for greatness. And I kind of like get real close to him. He's not caressing Keenan, but it's darn near close. You are so powerful, and yet you just need to grasp it. Right now, if we listen to these men, right? These small fry fish who are content being the leaders of their small pond. That's it. That's where we'll be stuck, right?
My question.
What? I'm sorry. What?
My question for you is, if our organization or your organization, whatever you're making, is it also going to use the threat of an explosion like what we saw that devastated Coruscant as threats to get people to like us? Or do we just take it out completely so that no one has that option? Yes, it could give us power, but
There is no reason for us not to take this.
it could always be taken back.
I think certainly that is the importance of being a smart and clever individual. These people,
Having
they're dumb, all of them.
having a bomb, if we completely take it apart, no one can use it. But if we just disarm it and only allow us to use it, someone else can take it and explode it in our face. I'm just worried about it going off again, if I'm completely honest. I don't want to be close to it when it goes off. I don't want the option of it being made again. It's just kind of...
Hey, it's okay.
Scary.
It's okay, Gina. It's all right. We're not gonna have the bomb by us. That's kind of dumb 101, right? These people know enough to not keep it by them. The people down here,
These are fodder people. To the Pikes, the people down here don't matter. Why don't they matter? Because this is a factory that makes bombs that will blow up the entire freaking level. They know that. Nobody important is on this level, right? We're the important ones. We're 13, 13. How many levels away is that?
Someone else. If we can take over a factory like this, and we do, what's not stopping someone else from doing it? And we now know that the Black Sun has the capability of it because they know where it is as well.
Well, I mean,
every other organization has a fighting
organization.
force larger than anything we can muster.
Then we don't have to worry about it anymore. Yeah, we don't have the power of having a gigantic bomb, but I'm pretty sure we're gaining a following and power ourselves without needing a giant bomb.
Well, okay, so here's another thought. What if we take it, build a few bombs, and then trash it? How about that? We could just blow the whole floor up.
Where would you store those bombs that are safe from other people not stealing them from us?
Somewhere out of space. You put it where you need it.
When do you have access to a moon base?
Well, I don't know. Like, I surely there's
Also,
somebody that's
when
got,
do we
like,
have access to
storage
off
unit
planets?
somewhere. Okay,
We're stuck down here as it is.
All right, well, we squirrel it away somewhere. Where's that place we were on?
Let's find a happy medium real quick.
Okay.
Why don't we destroy the entire factory? Forget about Sablock and his crap. Ignore them. Go down. We now have access to it and know where it is. We destroy the entire factory, keep the blueprints for ourselves, so if we do want to make them, we can. We just don't. And then we can always threaten that we have the capability of it without actually having a bomb that can blow up in our face or anyone else's.
How about this? Because I appreciate, Gina, where you're coming from. But I think the important thing here is that we have one. The blueprints are meaningless to us, right? But blueprints, none of us at the present moment are capable of building this bomb on our own. Is that a fair assessment?
Everyone in this group, would you like to have one of these bombs in our possession? If so, say aye.
Aye.
You're outnumbered.
The ability to make the bomb.
The blueprint, the ability to make it is what matters.
Thing as well. They don't need to know if we actually have one or not.
That's true too. We're really good at lying to people. If we have the capability of making it and we know how it works, we can tell them we have them in storage. They don't know we don't have access to an off-base, moon base, whatever. We can say we have them without actually having one, and then it can't blow up in our face.
So then what? You want to just try to dismantle one of these bombs that'll blow up a whole level?
No, we just stop the factory from producing them. If we find ones that are already made, we get there when we get there.
All right, so that's what I'll talk about now, though. And on the off chance that it's a we need to decide immediately type of situation, I'd rather take it with us.
I would say the more pressing, immediate thing is, what do you guys want to do about Seskar and walking around him or through him or what?
We're gonna go around at this point, I think.
I think we'll get to that one. Yeah, I think I'm also in favor of going around him, though.
Yeah,
we all don't trust him at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, he's no longer helpful.
Yeah, I'm gonna need everybody to do I would say an easy stealth check with 2 setback. And you can take it in any order you want. You can take it in any order you want to.
Okay.
So if you want to, like, if you people want to utilize advantages and stuff, like, take it. You pick the order that you want to stealth.
Is what I'm saying.
So it's easy with 2 setback.
Let me go first. But also, we could also kind of stealth in the way of not stealthing, of just looking like we're supposed to be there, even though no one's supposed to be here, if all else fails.
We do not look like us, so that is a valid point.
Yeah. Hold on, I think I have a talent, so give me a second.
Yeah, I'm not pushing nothing yet.
I am gonna go first because I have really good stuff, but I need to make sure I don't have a talent for this.
Bad stealth. I got bad stealth.
Me too, buddy.
I'm a big boy. I'm a slow boy.
I'm a loud man.
You're muted, Chris.
Oh yeah, you're.
I said I also have very bad stealth, but if I fail, I'm the one person that they don't know.
I mean, again, yeah. To be fair, we are also all disguised.
I can disappear into the ether. So I have Master of Shadows and Stalker. So I get 1 boost. If I take 2 strain, I get a decreased difficulty. So I'm doing that.
Sure, that's fair.
So 2 strain.
I don't think difficulty can go below easy though, right?
Oh right, it's already easy. So no, never mind. Screw that.
Yeah, it can get this.
We can. Oh, okay, great.
Well, I mean, raw. You run it how you want it, but
raw is fine. Yeah.
It can go to a 0 dice check. It's possible. Yeah.
Okay, great.
It says
you still get your
minimum
step
easy.
back. You still have
On the talent, it says minimum easy. So
step back still.
Okay.
Got it.
Don't worry about it. I'll just do the stalker so I get a boost. So let me go first. Here we go.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
So
You have
Just
4
the
boost
setback.
die among you.
Wait, did you roll the setback, or are you?
Oh,
able
I
to
needed a setback.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you didn't
do
roll
setback.
I guess you need some different.
Like unless there was a way that you can reduce setback.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot to add the difficulty to it.
Yeah,
That might be the problem.
Yeah, roll the
Well, just 2 setback, because if you're
And,
yeah.
No,
it,
it's
and,
easy-
and it
it's
didn't go
easy.
below
Okay.
easy. She
Oh,
said
it is
too,
because you didn't
right?
use the thing. That's right. Yeah. So
Yeah,
go
I
ahead
didn't
and
use
use
the
2
thing.
setback.
Fine, I'll roll it. That might be the problem.
4
But
success,
fine, still
3
4 successes,
advantages.
3 advantages.
So I'm gonna say that because you are so successful with it, you find a route that is very. Honestly, I'm just gonna say for the 4 success 3 advantage, you can just lead the way.
Come on,
That's
buddies.
That's very very successful.
Sneaky.
So you
accidentally
lead the
built a
way in a path that is outside of earshot. You even avoid you find 2 tripwires, aka setback dice, and you manage to avoid them, spot and avoid them without getting caught, and everybody makes it through. You make it all the way to the I have a good feeling about this hut, and you make your way down to the lift. You make your way to the lift, and you take the lift down, and the camera pans on this tunnel with the lift, and everybody goes below the floor before it fades to black.
Sorry, Joe.
Everybody
Counter.
can take.
I couldn't hear you.
I'll explain in a second. Let him say
Everybody
this
can
first.
take 10 XP for that session. Who would like to roll obligation?
Not me.
Chris, why don't you do the honors?
I don't.
Roll obligation.
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
Oh, okay. So just
Just
roll.
don't trigger it.
36. Find to come
Oh.
back next week to find out what that means. This episode was powered by RPGsessions.com. Again, put that link up in your browser above, or click the link down in the description below to try it for free today, and use it for free today because it's a free app. It's wonderful and we love it. Again, a huge thank you to our Patreon. You all are amazing. You help us run this campaign stress-free. We super duper appreciate you. If you enjoyed this episode, blast a like. If you want to see more Star Wars content and you're not subscribed already for whatever reason on episode 21, blast the subscribe button and comment your favorite part down below for the YouTube engagement. It really helps out. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
See you next week with episode 22. But until then, and as always, may the Force be with you.